Oh man.
I think for the foreseeable future, every single live stream that starts, I'm just going to be sewing hats.
Chad, how many hats could you possibly need to make?
For every time we go live, Corey has to make a hat for whoever subscribes during that live stream. He's just making them throughout.
Well, this one's for Nick, so.
Shout out Nick.
What's his last name? Gur?
Rudy.
Wow.
I got hit with that. I get.
What's
Sorry,
up, chat?
I can't even finish my thought.
How do I sound this week? Am I screaming?
You sound fine on my end.
Like a beautiful baby bird.
Yeah, I got
Whoa.
I got hit with that line one time, like instantly after starting Twitch streaming, and it almost caught me up too.
Tyler, I just
It's a
got
dangerous gameplay.
It's always when you
Gameplay.
least expect it.
What did you just get?
I just got some insider information.
Like just now?
Yeah.
About what?
About something that someone saw.
I saw.
Scott, so let me tell you something about what I'm wearing right now, okay? I went to the pool this weekend with my brother was in town, all our kids. My grandmother showed up, and she slapped on a pair of these bad boys. And we're like, what the heck are those? She's like, they're goggles.
What
I was
are
like, let me
those?
see those bad boys. Slapped them on my face.
So you stole them from your grandma?
Nope. I ordered these immediately.
Nope. Murderer.
Yep.
Murderer.
And I slapped them on. Your peripheral vision with these goggles are absolutely insane. Like if something was coming from my side, like I could see it from about like
About the same amount from your eyes.
So wide. No, no. No. You know,
Tyler.
regular. No. Listen.
This is gonna be the funniest reel I've ever made on our entire account.
Regular goggles, they like are just little beady holes, and you can just see kind of what's in front of you. These see everything.
No, I
Incredible.
understand that, but your eyes see like the most peripheral vision because it's your eyes.
No, I
they're
get that, but you
enhanced
know
by
what?
the goggles.
They're enhanced
They're
by the
better.
goggles, dude. You don't understand, Corey.
It's
you
better
never
than
won.
regular. So I texted the boys this morning. Oh, you saw it, Scott. Don't even lie. I'm pretty sure I sent it in our things so everybody see. Dude, incredible. I'm wearing these things everywhere.
For the club.
Wait, Tyler, actually send me the
for the
link for that
McDonald's.
because my younger brother loves having goggles, and I will buy him these.
Stay less. They have like kids version. I just bought some for my daughter.
He's 22. So he's 22 and in the Coast Guard.
Did
but
you just say my kid brother?
I said my younger brother, and he's still my kid brother.
He's like
even
a
if
year younger than you. Not even like
He's 11 months and 2 weeks younger than me.
my younger brother. How dare you say that? That's ridiculous.
He's my younger brother. That's a reasonable amount of
Hey,
time.
one of my brothers is probably what you should have said.
Oh man.
No,
Well, then you
that's-
don't know if they're
that's the
related.
most-
That's just one of his brothers, man.
That
Yeah.
that's the most older brother, but still young thing I've ever heard.
Yep.
I'm saving this in
My baby brother.
I'm saving this in the unfinished business pod, my file saver, and it's a picture of Tyler and these goggles, and it's called
Nice
Tyler
goggles.
Freak. And I'm gonna send it to my brother and say, "Do you like these? Would you like a purchase?"
Oh, I'll go freaking the sheets with these. We'll see what happens.
Hey, you need some eye protection in there sometimes.
Yeah,
Thank-
there's two
You
more.
never know, dude.
Thank God you're married.
You get swatted. Phew.
Look, all I want to do right now for the stream is just pull this up. That's my guy Calvin Long right there, bro.
Oh my gosh, I hate all of you.
Why did you name him like that though? Show your work, Tyler.
That's Calvin Long.
Listen, I was just typing in quickly as people were saying like who they are picking, and I thought it was Lundqvist. Lundqvist. I don't know. That's just how I spelled it really quickly. I can't find these all of a sudden.
Yeah, but just link in bio to Calvin Long merchandise. We got shirts, tats.
Did you doodle that,
Underwear.
Corey or Taylor, or what? How did you build the iron lung there?
I just
here
found
they
a
are,
picture
right
on the internet. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice. I figured, but it just looks so doodled.
All right.
I
Corey
thought
could
they
make a
gave it more
six stamp out
appeal
of
than
this.
like
It did.
like an actual.
To be clear, if it was one, I wouldn't have responded in the way I did.
Okay.
What happened?
Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat as well. So
How do I?
Oh, it won't let me. It's too long.
What is it?
It's
Too long.
Why don't you just put it on our
Wow.
Discord? Hey,
I
if you're
will,
in
but
the
I wanted to
chat
put
and
it
you
in the
want the
chat.
link, if you're in the chat and you want the link for these goggles, consider
It's on
joining
our
our
Patreon.
Discord.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
$5
sort of-
subscription.
There it is. It should be those.
I just sent him. Do you?
Wait. Who's on the live right now? Who's watching?
There's like 6 people.
Because
Five
it's
people.
me, it's
I don't know
Scott,
who
it's Taylor,
It's me.
it's Tyler,
it's my fiance.
Matt. Oh, she's the 6th.
She's probably, or she might be gone now, but she got mad that I got my haircut and didn't tell her. So we'll see.
Tuffy.
She's
every
not
time.
that mad. She can't be mad at me for like 4 to 6 weeks because I proposed to her. So
That
I'm
is
kinda-
yeah,
I'm
nice
really
try.
riding that high.
Milk
literally
that
not
one
how
out.
things work.
No,
Milk-
no, it works. It works.
Milk that one out for a while because
Yep.
that only
Wait,
goes on
wait.
for so long.
$15.99, but $8 a count. Do you get 2? You got 2 in this pack?
Yeah, 2-pack. I don't
Which
know if
ones
that's
did you get? These don't look the same, Tyler. These look.
okay.
Am I looking at the wrong
brand? The brand is Keany, so Keany.
Guys, just talk
You
shit
sent
to
me-
some disc golf YouTube creator, and they'll show up in the chat right after you say it.
Really?
That's what we found out last week, right?
Wow. And my girlfriend or my fiance just showed up in the chat.
Well, girlfriend still demoted.
Also worked. Whoops.
Hey, Lauren.
Tyler,
What?
can you confirm these are the ones? Because I'm looking at Kiri.
Oh my gosh!
With
Oh,
no
you're
end.
really gonna make me, dude. I was trying to be like Dr. Disrespect in
He's
the
not taking them
appearance.
off.
You don't want to
Wait,
be.
you're
trying to disrespect-
DMing minors?
No, it's not
On
what I
Twitch
said.
Whispers?
Don't put that out there.
That's
Don't
only
put that
Matt.
out there.
Man, that's crazy.
What is the brand of this?
Kiri.
Okay, so I am looking at them. So for $13.11, I get a 2-pack of this, one
Correct.
blue and one white.
Or you can change the color. I don't know. I got a fancy white pair, obviously, with like the
Yeah, I'm definitely rocking the fancy white pair, but
reflector.
I could see Drew Gibson
Yeah,
disc
mirrored
golfing
white
those
and
on tour.
holy crap. Yeah, bro, we go crazy for those ones on tour.
He's reaching back, but he can still see.
His
forward
peripheral
because of
vision
the
is so
peripherals.
good. He can see the basket all the way in his reach back.
Hey, how far do you other munches move your head back when you throw? I know Corey moves his head back all the way.
Corey looks directly
actually-
at the camera no matter where it is.
I'm actually
I know.
not doing that anymore.
I'm also not, but I was curious. How far do you guys go?
Yeah, you remember that pitcher Hideki Nomo?
I can't take anything you saying.
Oh, I'm
seriously,
sorry.
bro.
No. The guy who was like the Mexican pitcher who looked like straight up in the air. That's Corey's the disc golf version of that.
Yeah. You guys see
No,
that?
I'm the Taiga from Japan
Oh
who
my
represents
gosh.
the people.
What's
Got
with
him.
you and Taiga all of a sudden?
Dude, have you ever seen that clip?
Yes,
It's the funniest thing ever.
it is good.
It's like, nice shot, good shot.
Good
Um,
shot. Yeah, these goggles are going off like after we start recording. Like I wear them at the beginning just to be funny, but then they're coming right off because it's starting to get blurry on me,
You're gonna go full tie on
But your
him?
peripheral is still crystal, so
dude. It's
Yeah.
amazing, dude. In the water, dude, you can see so wide. It's incredible.
This
got
is
that, got that 16:9 aspect ratio on the
I
water.
gotta make sure I get like my
for real.
my buy sell in order.
I don't have a cell.
I was so
Oops.
busy at work. It's so different than yesterday. No, wait. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday and last week. I don't have like hardly any notes.
I was telling Corey I took notes for this podcast for the first time since the second episode.
Dang,
So,
dude. I inspired you, right?
yeah, I'm inspired.
I thought so.
Mainly by the goggles.
Nice goggles. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where he's like, nice goggles.
No.
Oh. Well, no, Matt, I wouldn't expect you to know. It's an old one.
So how's that
Nah,
Surge
I
SS,
don't
man?
know.
Oh, I'm gonna show it to you. Don't worry.
I don't know
I'm
what you're
getting-
talking about new Surge SSs.
Like a newer run. Like they stopped making them for a very long time, unless they were Ledgestone, and then all of a sudden they started making them out of nowhere again.
I don't think they have
You don't think they what?
started making them again.
then this is definitely not an old run. They didn't pull old stuff off the rack and send it to my local store.
They could have easily.
Okay, here's the Surge SS.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
And it's like super. Like, look at this thing, super
Holy crap.
pliable.
Wait, that's actually.
Things,
He might have some logic here.
a
Actually.
gum dog right there.
Let me find another Z plastic disc. Here. Well, I'm not gonna do it to that one. That one's kind of new.
Dude, I have an old Z Zone that I would break my thumb before I bent it at all.
All right, here we go. Like, I can't.
Shatters in half.
Like, I'm really trying to force this one, and this is
Yeah, but you're weak.
no.
No.
I'm using the exact same force.
I
as this.
just-
look how easy this is.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Snap.
easy.
I want
I
that
just
to happen
realized
so
that
bad. dude.
Tyler's
Like, it's-
goggles are outside of his hat.
Yeah,
That's the real
God
commitment right
bless.
there, man.
I'm telling you, dude. This is like it has to be a newer run. It's not an older run.
Corey, what are you sipping on, bro?
What you sipping on, low bro?
Mucho mango.
Shout out
Mm.
Matt Marsh.
The Arizonis. Hey, do you want to hear
Man
my?
of his word.
You want to hear my insider information?
I would love
Yeah,
to.
sure.
I didn't want to be the one to ask.
But you did.
So
He asked me if I wanted to know.
someone recently saw a run of pipelines. He doesn't know what they're for, but they are flex ice.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
He said they are flex ice, but he doesn't know what they are for, so he doesn't know why they're there.
Tyler's gonna
They're
want
reeling Tyler out of the water, man. He's gonna flop right up out of there.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? The thing is, there's like, you have the pipeline, which is like laser straight, and then you're like, it would be really nice to have like a pipeline that like does some pretty good finishing. You know, that's not going to turn over. That sounds
Yeah.
like it right there.
But here's
Yeah,
the
I'd buy one
biggest
of those.
thing. If Tyler was a fish in that situation, he would see the hook coming from a mile away out of his peripheral
Dude,
vision.
Yeah, because so much space
It's
on each
so,
side
so
to watch.
wide under there.
Here we go. I'm trying to
All
find all the Sexton Firebirds. so I
Wait,
can show all the
Corey,
differences.
Corey, you know the thing I texted you about like 2 days ago? Should I,
Sure.
the disc I texted you about?
Hold on.
Chat, he doesn't. Me and Corey have
He
had like
doesn't.
4
He doesn't
conversations and a
at all.
40-minute phone call in the last like 5 days.
A 40-minute phone call.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
so jealous.
I
Corey,
don't even
I told
called
you.
me.
Wait.
Corey, I told
You
you.
guys don't even talk to
I'm
me
onto
outside
it.
of this podcast.
Taylor,
Hello.
I legitimately called you before I called Matt.
Interesting.
Did you call us about the same thing?
Hey, here's that Scorch.
No. I thought Taylor was going to be closer to me when I was in Alabama, but he was in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I was very far
That's
away,
not close.
unfortunately.
Bro,
That
it's
drive-
a little drip. It's a
that
little
drive
drive, dude. No,
sucked, by
no
the
big
way.
thing.
Okay, so
You guys
what-
ever
Yeah, that
wanna-
sounds terrible.
You guys ever want to drive 6 hours very hungover? It's not fun.
Yeah, that sounds
Ew.
terrible.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Scott,
Can you
Corey
describe the
Kramer
disc?
talks me on the talk. Corey, I think it might have been the last text I sent you, other than about the forehand.
I really thought I was going to get more reaction out of you, Corey, from the voice message I sent you. I thought that was some really good work put into that.
What do you mean?
The audio message I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that one just kind of breezed over.
What did I
I put my heart and soul in that.
Wait,
I don't even remember.
Hold on.
Corey, I just texted you about it.
What's going on?
I'm trying to ask Corey a question.
What are you doing?
for,
Reach around texting. What's
content.
going on?
for content. Man, you can't see nothing through those goggles.
I'm starting to feel like really hot. And
I was
sweaty.
waiting for you to do it. That's why.
Should I do that now, or should I just reveal it in an Instagram reel?
Wait, hold on. Who's talking?
Matt.
Me. Wait, should we start the podcast?
Taylor, I was waiting
What's
for
up?
you to do what you said in the
No.
voice message. But
Oh,
you
that's
didn't.
probably true.
Wait,
Matt,
how do I vote on this?
I still need to find the disc you were talking about.
Who talks on the phone?
no. Well,
Scott, I
texted-
talk on the phone all the time.
Corey is Corey
I'm
is
an
one
old
of
head.
2 people who call me on the phone.
I avoid talking on the phone if at all possible.
Well, when you're driving on
It
the
is way
expressway,
easier.
yeah.
All right, I gotta take these off for until we start.
Oh my gosh!
You heard that?
Holy crap!
Oh,
We can make some ASMR money off that, Bubba.
You should
Yeah.
definitely wait.
POV awkward day
Hold
at the
on.
pool.
Hold on, let me see how suction cup I can make these things.
Bro, the outline over his eyes are that's going to be imprinted for an entire episode.
Oh my gosh!
All right, ready here. These are pretty tight.
Matt,
Oh,
read that text.
I already have a buy, Taylor.
Two-
Corey.
Too bad.
All right. I'll
Well,
work it
then,
in.
well, then
I'll
say
work-
it as your second buy.
I'll work it in. No, I'll make it myself. I'll convince myself.
Well, it can't be yourself.
Yeah, I have got it. I locked in, twin. Give me a second.
Okay.
he's locked in. Gosh dang it! How's that right there? That's better.
Yeah, you legitimately look like Ty from Digimon.
What's funny is that when I sent that photo to you guys this morning, I pulled in to work and I quickly put them on and then took that photo. I looked over to my left and one of the like managers of the plant was looking like right at me.
Bro, you're good.
I took him off, got out of the car at normal, and he was like, "What the are you doing?" And I was like, "I just got him in the mail. I wanted to try him on." He was like, and "And why are you taking the picture?" I'm like,
That was the most Zach Galifianakis thing I've ever heard you say.
And I was like, he was like, "Why are you taking a picture?" And I'm like,
It's my PPE, boss. It's my E. PPE.
Sending it to my buddies.
Tyler, what
I
are
just
you
got 'em
eating
all
right
and
now,
try 'em
bro?
on.
It
Ice
is
cream.
Yogurt.
now. It's light Greek yogurt, vanilla,
Mm.
100 calories for 15 grams of protein.
That's not bad. That's like shrimp, essentially.
Shrimp.
Yeah. So instead of having like ice cream, like if you get the light Greek yogurt version, it tastes like Cool Whip almost. It's so good.
That's disgusting.
No, good.
Bro, Greek yogurt slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I usually put fruit in it, but I didn't have time. So
You should put some fat in that
why?
because yogurt is supposed to be fatty.
It is fatty. It's not. It's not no fat. It's low.
What are you calling
It's
a fatty?
light.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's Greek yogurt. I don't know what to say.
He doesn't want to show his work, Corey. Even if he has work, he doesn't want to show it right now.
I have no idea how this episode's going to go tonight, and I absolutely can't wait. And by the way, this thing right here is super sick.
What is the flight numbers on it?
It don't matter. Okay, I'm going to tell you how it's going to fly.
I'll tell you that thing
Yeah,
goes left.
that's better. That's
It
better.
is. It is.
Wait. Does MX mean it's a higher speed mid? Is it a 6-speed?
No.
What is the X? Like I thought X meant
I
more.
know. I don't know what the
Originally,
X,
the
I think X,
originally
X
the
just means
X
more
mids were
stable. I
beaded.
think
It's like the MX3 was the beaded M3.
that's probably true. There is a slight beat on this.
Yeah, but is
Um,
that how the FX? I thought the FX was just 9 speeds. Or is that
Yeah.
H?
That's just F. They don't make an
There-
HX.
There's
They just make
no
an
there's no
X.
XHs. There's V2s with the H's. So there's like the H3 V2.
No. I'm saying there's F and there's FX and then
Mhm.
there's H. And I don't know, like, isn't one of them a higher speed? fairway?
F is 7 speed. FX is
Forget
9
it.
speed. H is 10 and 11 speed.
Oh, okay.
And
All right,
I
we-
don't know
we-
anything about Prodigy.
We officially pissed off Tyler, so
Okay.
He's out. He's leaving
It's
now.
This is a faster A2, is what
Got to
it
go
is.
back to the pool.
But it feels so good. Matt, you can have your Ultra back.
Let's
This-
go.
This sucker is replacing that immediately.
All I've been waiting for is just to have you beat the crap out of that Ultra and then take it back.
I barely beat it up. I probably played 3 rounds with it, and I barely threw it. And then I got the PA3s. They are not second runs, but they're something. I only got them for like $20, like total. So
10 a piece? That's crazy.
gonna wipe these stamps. It's
I was gonna
300
say,
plastic.
wipe
I'm gonna wipe them. I was throwing them, and I can see why it's like the greatest throwing putter of like all time. But I'm happy with the surf. So,
You mean
PA
ice surf?
dude, I want to hear about how
PA3s
that.
are
Did you
sick.
throw it?
No, not yet. I'm gonna throw it tomorrow morning.
Podcast is canceled tonight, guys. Sorry.
All right, and then I'll show you one more thing I got.
The poll
Why?
said no.
Let's
I'm gonna
start
go
the
pee while you do that.
podcast.
Because no one cares when we run when we run the
Taylor's
podcast.
peeing. Taylor's peeing.
Here we go. The brand new
gosh.
Sexton Firebird.
Let's see that profile. Let's see that
Whoa,
profile.
whoa! What color is that? I thought they were
Oh, a little
all bluish green.
Nope, this is a blue rim, pink on the inside. I'll show you last year's. Last year's
of dog poop.
Last year, very similar, except this is supposed to be more of like a champ plastic. They gave us Halo last year, which sucked.
Yeah, but you guys all straight up laughed at me that all of the Sexton Firebirds were like greenish.
Oh, they were until
They
last
were,
year.
and then now they're all different colors. Like this is
Sorry,
like,
G. We thought you were talking about the old ones.
this is what it used to be like, and this is my favorite run right here. The 21, best run they ever made. Then they made the 22, which is a flat version of that. And then they made the Halo version, which this sucks. It's just really, really stable. And then they made this one, which is a little bit better. It's still really slick. Made it more gummy. What's really nice about this is that they made this outside rim really glowy. So it glows. The rim glows really, really hard, which is nice. It's still really, really stable, though. I went through it like 3 times real quick tonight, and it's a straighter version of last year's, but it's still really stable. It's still not what I would consider a Sexton Firebird. So profile probably, but because of the plastic and everything, doesn't completely fly that way, but still nice. I'm happy I have it, but I got my favorite stamp on it. The gold stamp is my favorite stamp on it, so
Tyler,
can
you're,
everyone go ahead, Taylor?
I was say,
Go ahead,
Tyler,
Dan.
you're my designated survivor tonight. By the way, also, if I just like get up and leave during the podcast, I had a suspect amount of queso at dinner, so just in case.
okay.
Everyone stop talking for a second. Tell me if you hear anything coming out of my mic.
Papi.
I don't hear anything.
Video Ninja has a noise
Okay.
gate on it too.
I
so
think
it should-
Taylor
Hooray.
makes the best noises.
I know.
All right, fellas, I'm ready to rip it. That was my only thing. I just have my AC on. It's super hot in my room, and I do not want to turn it off. But if you can't hear it,
and on a
I
little
mean, we
bit.
can hear it, but it's not annoying.
That's not bad. Oh, also,
Okay,
I
then I'm
figured
turning it
out.
off.
I figured out too.
I refuse to turn that off because I'm sweating my
I
butt.
also figured out how to split the audio tracks when I record. So if I really wanted to try hard, I could just, when you're not talking, turn your sound off.
Matt, did you put that poll in the group chat?
what in the group chat or in the YouTube?
YouTube.
No, that was Corey. I mean, that was Taylor.
Taylor, ask chat, should I wear the goggles the whole time? That's a dangerous poll.
So I gotta close the old poll. In poll. Still
Are you
says we
telling me
should not
start
start
the
the podcast.
Are you telling me that our two options are Taylor, who had a sus amount of queso, and then if Taylor goes out, Tyler, who's been wearing goggles for an
We got
hour?
Goggle Boy. Goggle Boy.
There's also a live QA on here too. That's kind of cool. Could do that sometime if we're bored. Have Scott just submit questions in a different format.
Boy, I gotta remember what went down this weekend. I watched it more than I did any other tournament this year so far, though. But actually, that's a lot. Ever since I had a kid, I should say.
Isn't this the first tournament since your kid?
Nope. We've had plenty of tournaments since my kid.
The whole European tango.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is week. Let me make it. Let me count. When did we get together? May 4th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're on week 13 of me not having a completely Corey hat. Just gonna count it out every week.
Despicable.
Also-
Okay, well, I'm on week 1 of not having goggles.
Oh dang!
Wait,
Hey, all I got
you.
just
Two can play
ask.
at that game. Two can play at that game.
Just ask, man.
Just ask.
I've been asking for a while.
When?
Whenever, dude. Money is not an issue. What do you need money?
Yeah, stocks,
yes,
stocks are
but-
doing great right now, bro. Money's
No.
not an issue.
Donks are not good. Actually,
The market is impeccable.
I bought the dip pretty hard, so I am doing all right. But when I woke up Monday and I saw pre-market down 5-6%, I was like, "It's Christmas, baby!"
It's time to go.
I bought the dip hard, so I was holding on to some cash for a long time. The thing that scares the heck out of me though is Berkshire and Hathaway, Warren Buffett, sold like 50% of his Apple position, which that scares me. So he's got the largest cash position anyone's ever had listed with a company ever, which is really scary. Does that sound really annoying?
Yeah, a
To
little
some
bit.
people, not me. I definitely
Mildly.
different.
That's his
I'm
build
all done.
different. Do I need to? Does everybody have the outline? Do I need to post that again? Does anybody else look at the outline?
I look at
the
it.
outline.
I do not.
I've got it up right now. I stay strapped with the outline.
I'm just checking in.
Stay strapped.
You literally told me not to look at it.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Corey.
perfect.
Corey's forbidden from ever.
That
looking
was
at
that
any of
wasn't a
that.
question for you.
Okay, how do I close?
Did everybody
this?
not look at the Foundation Top 50 sellers?
I did not.
What
at
is
the
that?
top
Or did
50.
somebody cheat? Just perfect. You guys are so good at your job.
I know.
Bro, it's
I
actually
legitimately
good. We're just using
still
the
don't know
foundation
where
top
to-
50 every time.
I still don't even know where to look.
I got an inch above my eyebrow. I'm screwed.
Bro, it's suction cup in there. That itch is gonna spread.
It's a puppy's in there. It's not going anywhere.
Hey, I downloaded the foundation app. Pretty cool, man.
I love how like we probably have about 5 or 6 people who hop in here that might be interested in watching a show, and then they're like, "Oh shoot, there's nothing
What
happening,"
is
and then
happening
they
here?
leave.
What is happening? Oh man, we got Yuli spilling the beans on getting jumped and Gannon Buhr on tour life tonight, and Brody just cashed. There's no way people are watching this podcast right now.
Rip.
Got a mountain against us.
Foundation has a full world schedule of exclusive drops and stuff.
Hey, maybe we should switch to Wednesdays.
What do you think they are election?
That'd be
I'm
crazy.
working on it,
What an
man. I'm
idea.
working on it.
What an idea that would be.
I'm heavily interested in that idea.
Oh, my wife texted me. I'm screwed. I'm cooked.
He's heavily
He's
invested. But he saw it out of his peripheral.
He
And
saw it out of his
Dude, my face ID still works.
What? I don't know why that that comment was good. Corey, can you tell me who you were trying to? Hey, we have 109 followers on Instagram.
Let's
Corey,
go,
can you
dude.
tell me? Can you tell me?
We've been working hard there.
Yeah, we have. Can you tell me exactly who you were trying to tag when you tagged in the bag? Who were you attempting to tag in that post?
It would probably be Unfinished Business Podcast.
Bro, we're
And
not
I-
Similar idea.
Well, I was just with Robbie C, so it makes sense that I like.
I was just related. I don't know
Got
what that
that
was
Project Pat flow, baby.
about, but that song does go hard.
Dude, it's such a good song. I'm trying to put it on an Instagram. That's why. All right, now we're good.
Why did I make it?
You guys want
What
to
did-
record a podcast?
Yeah,
I would
let's
love
try to
to.
do that.
I just got the alert that I made a smash hit Instagram reel, but I don't understand why.
Smash it.
And what does that mean?
I
for
hate
me?
those notifications. And Instagram's
Yeah.
analytics are so dog water.
I just got 3 badges, bro. Don't give me the badges. Give me actual relevant statistical data.
Use
on
that
my list.
badge.
All right, I'm so cute and ready.
Are you sure?
I'm.
Howdy, y'all.
Well, that's my signature intro now.
Oh, it's great.
Hey,
All right, Taylor. I'm ready. If you're ready, take us away.
Once Corey
Matt
texts me
is
back,
so
that he's ready.
eager.
Wait, are we recording or are we just on air?
A little bit of both.
Are those Oh,
Your thoughts?
okay. I didn't remember if those were the same thing or different things.
Oh, it says on air as soon as we go, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. Wait, no one catching me picking my nose or something. I have no idea where Tyler's eyes are at.
He's scoping. He's scoping.
I don't know if he's staring at me for something stupid I'm doing or what.
I'm going left and right with my eyes.
If you could please rotate your whole head at the same time, it would be helpful.
Yeah, be like a bird.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to episode 38 of Unfinished Business. My name's Taylor, joined as always by Matt, Corey, and shout out to Tyler coming in straight after swim practice. No time off. The man's busy, but we got him for a whole hour for this podcast. We're going to talk about
Fast as heck,
Ledgestone.
boy.
He's fast. We're going to talk about Ledgestone, Gannon, Buhr, and Holland Hanley taking that one down. Talk about the course, the event in general, maybe touch on the spotter gate that we've got again this weekend. We've got
Another
a buy-sell segment, as always. We're going to talk about what we look for in disc golf courses, and we got a little game to wrap it up in the end, as always. But kick us off with Ledgestone. I would love to just hear everybody's main takeaway from the event, and I'm selfish, and I would like to go last. So whoever's up first, hit them with it.
Matt.
All right, here's my takeaway. Isaac Robinson's eagle in was pretty sick. Watched that live. That was cool to see. The course is cool. There's a couple weird things. Like one of the last couple holes, it was a big forehand for most players where there's just a random building like 35 feet from the basket, and we have OB right behind the building. And in my head, I'm like, why don't we just move that OB the extra 4 feet to not have players putting from behind a random porta potty looking establishment there, you know? But the course was fun, and it provided some tension, especially at the beginning of the day for Gannon Buhr. You know, did he double bogey the second hole or triple bogey the second hole?
I think
Double the second.
Yeah.
Double the second hole, but
Like
I mean,
a 3-putt.
yeah, but in Gannon Buhr fashion, he just came back like nobody's business there. But I had fun with the tournament. Yeah, a couple weird little things, but that's my general consensus. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll say something. First, I'll say shout out Matt's haircut.
Looking great. Looking great.
Yep. Second thing I'll say is I felt like Ledgestone was pretty boring. I watched a lot of it, some live, some post-production, but it seems like we just have more things to complain about more than ever after a tournament. And when you have more things to complain about after a tournament, it's usually not a good thing. And a lot of people, I guess we're hearing it's a C-tier event now. They just played at Eureka Lake the whole time. Some people are getting bored of it. I'm kind of getting bored of like the straight up 300-foot shot that some of these guys were throwing over and over again. I know they tried to keep an OB behind it to protect these holes, but it feels like we need a change. And I know that Nate Heinold is a big part of disc golf, and like this is his baby. But Corey can attest to this. In a couple weeks, we are going to absolutely shred next season's schedule and spend an entire episode in about 2 weeks of figuring out the schedule that disc golf should be on. And on my schedule that I've been working on so far, spoiler alert, you can skip this part if you don't want to hear this. I don't have Ledgestone on my calendar for my schedule. That's what I think about this tournament at this point. It's kind of like outdated. They've actually been marking up the tee pads because it's so outdated. I heard one hole was like 315. I think it was like hole 15. Excuse me. And they marked it to say like 359. Like everything just seems so outdated. So that's my main takeaway. I have a bunch of details about it, but I'll what do you say? I'll yield my time.
Can I ask, would you feel that way if we were still playing 2 rounds at Northwood?
No,
you wouldn't feel that way. Yeah. So the big thing that everyone's probably mentioning in this is we're not playing.
I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I would still feel that way. I'm saying I wouldn't change my mind about it.
Okay, you would still feel that way. Okay,
yeah,
that's interesting.
I'm kind of done with it. I'm not gonna.
Okay,
lie.
I would say the opposite. I would say it's kind of weird, especially being just Eureka. And especially being they had like little pin changes that like made no real difference in my head, or made very little difference in my head.
Yeah.
That it was just like too little, too late. But no, yeah, that's my thought. Corey or Taylor, thoughts?
I like the course, but as a person who wants to go play it, like I believe Tyler is right when it's like it's not for the pros to play anymore. It's too easy of a course. It's too open of a course. There's not enough room for them to be able to put OB and hazard to where it like challenges the pros too much. I mean, there was was it round 1 or round 2? Gannon almost goes OB by hitting a pavilion and then just rockets it through the pavilion to basically under the basket. So there's
Still a nice shot though, but yeah.
It's nice, but it shouldn't be that easy to like manage through human built obstacles like that. And I do want to play it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to play that course, but I don't think the pros should. And the one takeaway that I would say is I think it's time to retire the water tower. It's too easy.
I have more things to say about this, but I want everyone to get their take before I start stealing everybody's.
No, yeah, and I was to say I selfishly wanted to go last because mine's honestly less of a Ledgestone takeaway and more of like a Ledgestone narrative takeaway that I've always thought, especially about Eureka Lake, and that's that, especially after the tournament, like Philo and a bunch of people were really comparing this, like, okay, who's doing well at Ledgestone, who's going to take that into Worlds, and like this is a Worlds preview, like who's going to play well there because of this. For me, Eureka Lake is an incredible preview event, but it is not for Worlds. And I'll tell you who has done well at this course specifically. I took a list of Paul, Chris Dickerson, Gannon, and Nate Sexton have had a lot of success at this course. For those at home, what's the common denominator in those guys?
Tennessee.
Old.
USDGC champions. So also we have in that list Kyle Klein playing well here. Kevin Jones made his name at USDGC, showed up at the top 5 at this event. This course specifically for me is an incredible preview of what we're going to see at USDGC just because they play very similarly. Eureka is just a little bit worse in that it's a lot of ropes, a lot of course management, doesn't look great, but that's my main takeaway, that I think we're going to see these results and like I think you could just copy and paste them for the most part in USDGC. That's my main thing, obviously not super related to Ledgestone. I'll transition to another point I had right away just because, Tyler, this was kind of your main takeaway. I've seen Snooze Fest as like the main descriptor of this event. So I had just the blanket question to start. What do you think this event was underwhelming?
Okay, so let me say something right off the bat. Okay, we just came from Europe where they have 2 different style courses. One, you have to hit a certain type of shot shape that is different than all the other holes. It's not the same shot shape that you can throw on this hole or that hole, right? Which is really cool. The other style is they have low ceiling shots. At Ledgestone, it felt like you could hyzer or throw this big anhyzer shot on every single hole, or just a straight shot. None of that has to do with having to curve your disc in a certain direction. It's not challenging to the pros. And honestly, like after we went to Europe and now we're back in the States, like I'm quite annoyed that we can't watch that style of disc golf that we watched in Europe because that's just not how we do courses here in the United States. And Eureka Lake is not really a disc golf course, in my opinion. It's they put it together and whatnot, and there's no challenge to it. There's no shot shape. We gotta change it, dude. I'm really sick of it. So underwhelming, extremely underwhelming. Smash.
I'm really excited for 2 weeks from now when we get to talk about.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to schedule the entire thing. I think we should also throw in like any changes that we get to make. We're going to act like we're the CEOs of the Pro Disc Golf Tour in like 2 weeks because we'll have nothing to talk about because we'll have an off week.
Yeah, I would just say I like watching it. Corey, I agree wholeheartedly with what you said. I personally think Eureka Lake, that course would be very fun for me to play. I also don't think a fun course for me to play should be the blueprint for a Disc Golf Pro Tour course. I think it's hard to really judge it just with obviously Champions Cup taking Northwoods. I do see in hindsight why they didn't want both courses to be used when we just saw Northwoods 4 rounds in a row at Champions Cup.
In Heinold's site?
In Nate Heinold's site.
I see what you did there.
But I don't think it would have mattered that much. I still think we would have loved to see pros out playing at Northwood. I will say Ledgestone has some incredible things going for it. Obviously, one of the largest purses on tour all year. Also, the only stop we have ever that just has a specifically designed FPO course, not layout course, which is very nice for their division. I know the FPO loves this event for that. But yeah, I think Eureka Lake kind of reminds me in a sense of Memorial in that like we've moved past it. We're a little too big boys now for Eureka Lake.
Matt, you got anything?
No, I agree. I do. Yeah, I think you're right. I think specifically a different course for FPO than MPO, like just allows more flexibility in everything. If there's weather delays, it allows more flexibility. If there's, setup for stuff, it allows more flexibilities, more distance between cards, like all that goes into also just having a better experience for the FPO. And it's just added benefits of moving towards let's have 2 separate courses for these people.
Yeah, and I'll say real quick too, like shout out to Nate Heinold, obviously working incredibly hard on Champions Cup Worlds, this event. Maybe we shouldn't put somebody in a spot where they're running 2 majors in one of the largest pro tours of the season. Maybe we should rethink that part a little bit, Dr. PDGA.
They hit like a record amount of attendees at this event, apparently too. So
yeah, and I mean, I really don't even want to go away from Ledgestone as a whole because I don't know if you guys have ever been to that area. They have a ton of really good disc golf courses in that area. Like I feel like we could figure something out. That's not the Eureka Temp course.
I have extended family members that live like right there, and when I looked up the courses and they were telling me about the courses when they came out here, I was like, bro, that's a spot right there.
I got a question for you guys. If they put the OB on hole 1 to where you had to land just on the top shelf, how many pros do you think are hitting that? If they were aiming for the shelf.
I think 40%. They could. I think it's 50.
You think so? That shelf is pretty. I mean, I think it's only like 20 feet.
I mean, are we talking about anything that's not like on like a D grade? Like that's OB?
Yeah, like if you know how everyone was landing like down the hill.
Well, if you just down
put, but if you put a line where it's like from the water, maybe like 20, 25 feet, and then it's just a strip. So you could lay up in theory.
I thought we were taking out 50% of that area. I mean, I'd say it's pretty slim, like 20%. I get pretty annoying.
That would be tough. Especially if it got windy at all. That would be real tough.
I think what they would need to do is make it more like an island where it's like there's like an OB strip. So like if you have to go straight, and if you go left, it's OB. That way it makes you have to have a more difficult upshot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, or what if they made it, like a almost a peninsula green where a big piece of that, that was out of bounds. Yeah, that would be really cool.
I'm down for that. So I want to give a quick shout out to Holland Hanley. She killed it this weekend.
Yeah, I also had that in my note. She won that, and also at the USDGC course, she had her win there. Yeah, shout out to Holland. Played really well.
Yeah, she's putting really well too. Like that was my biggest thing that I said early in the season is if she ever figures out that putt, she's gonna win. So I put on I commented somewhere with our Instagram account, like, this is a new era, and they're like, what kind of era is this? And I was like, bro, I'm not even gonna comment back.
Finish line era.
Yeah, I mean, we got like a whole new and also like some people are getting all upset. Sorry, I gotta adjust my seat. People are getting all upset. I heard about like calling Holland a favorite. That's what I heard, which she has to be.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Anytime Holland just looks more athletic than every player, a lot of players that are out there, dude. You have to think like if that ability comes together, she's just gonna have more consistency and all that.
Yeah. I got one like mini question, yes or no, for the group. Is Holland a larger threat to Kristen at Worlds than Missy?
At Worlds, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
so.
I
I'll
think
say
at
yes,
those
too.
courses, yes, because I don't think Missy has the distance.
Yep.
for,
Hole
like,
one,
Ivy.
I think Missy takes it down every time. But
I mean,
majority
even
of the other
Ivy,
holes,
like
yeah.
obviously New London's long, and Ivy's like 12,000 feet. Like Ivy is a long course.
Holland's gonna shred that course with her vulture. She's like the best vulture thrower I've ever seen. She throws it on like a laser, and it doesn't completely fade out. So she's gonna go vulture whole time. She's gonna shred that course. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to talk about the spotter thing while I pull the points up? Do you might have thoughts on the spotter thing?
I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he was trying to kickflip over it. I mean, what was he doing?
Is
I
there a
love that.
vetting process to like who can be a spotter?
No,
there ain't even a
with a
vetting
warm
process to
body.
getting on the pro tour, brother. Yeah.
No, but any other spotter is going to get out of the way. Like this is the one person that thought, like, what was he thinking? Like he was going to jump over it?
Dude,
guess.
That's what it
don't
looked
know,
like
or
was
like-
the plan.
Yeah, something along those lines. Oh my goodness, it was so zesty. But dude, it's just at this point, I can't even be mad about it anymore. I just has to be funny because everyone says like if there's something unfair on the course, it's unfair for everyone. That guy's the exception, bro.
Well, I was going to say,
one,
Scott, I do agree. I don't think it's wholeheartedly the spotters' fault. And one, thank you to the spotters and volunteers for all the events for going out there and making the sport better. Optically, really tough, though. I mean, I think it is kind of hard to judge that roller because it hit a couple things on the ground and redirected a little bit. But also, like, you're by a tree anyway. Just be behind the tree, brother. And I think one thing to think about, too, especially with the lead zone, is there's a lot of fairways back and forth. Like I'm sure there was another hole next to where he was spotting as well that he's kind of worried about disc coming in from that side. But what started me on this rant is I hate when people say specifically about spotters that it's a part of the course, because it's not, because he's not in that spot every time, right? It's not like a picnic table or something that you can say like, this is part of the course. If you hit it too bad, it's a roaming part of the course. So it definitely introduces a little entropy in there to where it's not a static environment.
Yeah, I want to say two things real quick. One, Scott, I do agree with you that if you throw a roller and it goes out of bounds and it hits a spotter, that's your fault because you should not be able to throw a roller out of bounds, in my opinion. So I am down for that. Now, I will say the spotter clearly saw the disc coming right at him and just tried to jump. So I mean, he could have dodged it easily, but yeah, I don't think you should be able to throw rollers through the out of bounds and get advantage of it. But that's part of disc golf as well. So take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sick. Well, I've got our points update up. Corey back to some winning ways here. Took Gannon, got the 3 points, and also our guy Calvin Lung for the dark horse for 1 point. Tyler got a point for Calvin and Ezra, and also got a disc for Calvin. We'll talk about that some more in a second. Matt going over, unfortunately, almost got some with Kyle Klein, but for not. And then I was really excited early, especially. I thought I had some good picks, but just Chris Dickerson for a point for me. Why don't we talk about this bet and the disc that we have trading hands this week?
So I think Taylor, you're really a big proprietor of why this bet went down. I mean, because I said, hey, we should have a bet. And then Taylor was like, yeah, you got to get a disc from Foundation
Just plug in
Disc
our sponsor,
or whatever.
foundationdisc.com.
We did not get a disc from Foundation. I will say that. Sorry. But,
All right.
When the tournament started, we had said, hey, or before the tournament, we said Matt had this preposterous thing where he had Matty-O and Kyle Klein above Calvin. And I said, all right, fine. You got some others above Calvin I don't agree with, but if you're so confident in your list, you will bet that those two guys will finish above Calvin Heimberg. Well, I was getting pretty nervous coming down that last day. I even said, Matt, I'm going to get you a disc Sunday afternoon early. And then Calvin did Calvin stuff at the end and got it done. So Matt owed me a disc. And this is the disc we got right here, guys. The Surge SS. So shout out to Matt, man of his word. But
Respect
Matt,
that.
don't do stupid stuff anymore.
If you
okay?
haven't seen, go back to our last episode and at least go look at Matt's top 10 because it is fraudulent.
Oh, it's good. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Most
No,
unhinged.
Matt's
I
uncle
straight
got
up-
on and
listen,
defended it.
listen,
It was a whole
listen.
thing.
I straight up forgot what me and Tyler did the bet on, and then Tyler hit me on. I just assumed I'd lose. Like I was like, and then Tyler hits me up on Sunday. And he goes, "Looks like you might win this thing or something." And I'm like, "Wait, what's the bet again?" And he was like, "That Kyle Klein and Matty O finish above Calvin Heimberg." And I'm like, "Where's
Lucky
Matty?"
for you, Matty O didn't
I
play.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
I was like, "Where's Matty O? I don't even see him on the list." And he's like, "He's not playing." I was like, "That actually helps me out there." And then Kyle Klein almost did it, but
Pooped himself.
bro pooped himself. Kyle
Had a
Klein has
bad last
been on.
round. Bad
He has
last
been
round.
on enough lead cards to not look like he's gonna poop himself at the end of every round. What is? He's
Well-
been on a decent, like even at the preserve this year, he was on. Am I tripping or was he on lead last round?
I have no idea, but he is using a new putter now. He's using the Notion.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it and I was like, wait a second. And I blew it up and I was like, he's putting with new putter. Why would he do that?
Yeah, that's a zesty move there. Which
I would
mean,
think that putter, the Notion, I think is a big difference from the P2, which I thought he
Yeah.
was putting with.
He's putting with
Either
Logix, I
P2
think, but I
was
do
he-
Oh,
not
okay,
okay,
know
that's
what
what I
Logix is
thought
like.
too.
I don't know if you guys saw this on the broadcast the final day. You could see on one of the fairways him and Brian Earhart having a pretty like extended conversation down one of the fairways, and not too long after that, Ian, and he throws it to Brian as often as possible, was trying to say like, "Hey, well, like how's Kyle doing? He's obviously having a terrible round. Like how's it going?" And Brian starts laughing and said, "Yeah, Kyle came up to me and just asked, does everyone have days like this?" It's like you gotta feel bad for Kyle, man.
that actually sucks.
I mean, he had like a terrible, once again, 3-putt from like 25 feet.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just sitting there. I'm just asking you. I'm like, Kyle, please, do something.
Just make one of
here. Do
these.
something."
Make one of these.
And every one of them is like right on the edge of his range, or not his range, but right on the edge of like where it's super comfortable. And then the putt on the forehand hole with that little water or that little building in it
Yep.
was just the worst bid
Not
I have
good.
ever seen on my entire life. Like I was just like, oh, I'm losing this frisbee today. And
The one thing I will say, the backtrack a little bit, is the lead group played terrible the first
Yes.
like couple holes.
Yes.
Like they were so bad. I'm like, this is the reason why the tournament is starting to turn lackluster. Is that these guys are playing terrible. Nobody wanted to win.
The play did not help. I was gonna mention that as well. Like Gannon definitely gave up some strokes early, and it just felt like nobody was there. All right, here's my actual main takeaway that I forgot about now that I have Ezra Robinson staring at me on the screen. How long are we gonna give Ezra to like learn to play a final round? Because like
He played pretty decent though.
I've had that like excuse in my head for like a year now. Where like Ezra, man, he's climbing. He's just got to learn. He's got to close one out, and I feel like every time he's not close.
It just feels like Gannon gave up 2 strokes in 2 holes, and then if someone went birdie the first 2 holes, you could have made up 4 strokes and it could have been a different ball game. But Gannon was just too far ahead, and then he went
and especially on the
9 of
nuclear on the back 9. Yeah,
and then he went 9 of 10 coming down the last 10 holes. I mean, and the only reason why he got a par on that one hole is because he went OB.
Yeah.
And then he stepped up, parked it, and then made the putt for par. I mean, that could have been a birdie if it stayed in bounds, and it barely went out of bounds.
right.
Mhm.
So, yeah, pretty interesting tournament. Honestly, there's a lot you could say about it, but I'm super excited for this week. So.
Yeah, same. I would say that's all we have on Let's Stone. That may be podcast history, one of the shortest we've ever talked about one of the active events, but I feel like there was not a lot to talk about. Gannon won by a lot, and it was kind of boring. There you go.
I feel like we gotta give a quick shout out to the slip and slide. That's the
Shout
most
out to the
important
slip and
thing.
slide.
Oh yeah,
Most important thing about
Definitely.
Sunday was the slip and slide.
dude, that's the kind of stuff that should exist to make people want to attend in person, just because it's funny and a different way to see the pros. But then we gotta flex it on the broadcast.
It's got to take up
bajillion
like
times.
20 minutes on the podcast.
Holy dude. Also, did anyone see a single MP? No, well, it was at sunset, so it shouldn't even. Yeah, forget that. Unrelated. I'm dumb. But no, yes. Shout out to the slip and slide.
All right.
All right. Well,
What
with
we got
that,
next?
we're gonna move into buy and sell. So I'll let Corey decide this time. Do we want to start with buys or sells?
Let's start with some buys.
All right, mine's quick and easy. We cut out the section where we talk about ourselves, but I'm going to make my buy that and say that I'm buying First Throw Aces because that was sick this last weekend. If you don't know, I went to a bachelor party, just brought my all 4 Nexuses that I own out there with me and a buddy to go play a short 9-hole course. Walked up, little 5-minute walk to the course from the Airbnb, threw the first one in the basket. Sickest thing of my life.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Shout out me.
Absolutely great. When you were like, guys, and then you're like, and then you explained it in our group chat, I was like, oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
mainly
awesome.
there. I had a lot of pressure to be the first one to ace with my signature disc. That was adding up since I've had it for basically a year now. So
It'd be so funny
that
if all
pressure's
3 of
off.
us were like, "Oh, we already did."
Yeah, it was like months ago. He just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I have to bag Corey's torque and I have to ace with it before he does. Like that. I was trying to do it for
Next
you.
challenge.
All right.
I gotta get Corey.
All right, who else got buy?
I'm buying multiple pin placements per hole.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is such a good idea.
Goodbye.
It spices things up. One thing on Jomez that Big Germ was talking about was how cool it would be to have a different pin placement as a par 3 on hole 1 that is like on the far right side. So it's like the closest part of the water, and you kind of either run it, and if you miss, you're either in the water or you're down the hill, and that would be so cool. I also really liked, I can't remember what hole it was, but the island hole where they made the second pin placement a sliver.
Yeah,
that
17.
was so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that was so cool. I love how small they made that, and I love how like ununiform. It was just like a weird dagger shape. So good.
How about hole 10 making the out of bound markers look like a penis? You guys know what I'm talking about?
You're buying this or what?
Dude, he has
No,
that-
I'm just bringing it up.
Hey, local shop, you could get some advertising from a specific kind of local store.
They on coverage they zoomed out to look over hole 10, and then they realized what it looked like and immediately cut the scene.
I missed that. I'm gonna have to go back. That's only
Yeah, I'm gonna have
incredible.
to look at that again. That sounds hilarious.
It looks like a balls and a penis. I'm not kidding.
Shout out to whoever decided that. We got the green that looks like the state of Iowa and a green that looks like something else. Use our 10% off code at manscaped.com.
There you go.
Yeah,
by the way.
Manscaped. If I hear another Manscaped comment, Jeez Louise. All right, my turn. I am buying KJ USA, dude.
Yeah, I feel like we did not give KJ enough praise in the Whitestone segment. Shout out Kevin.
Got a top 5, played really well on Sunday. I feel like he is like right there. I hope he gets on feature card at Idlewild. That'd be really cool to put him on there because I want to see how he's playing with his Innovadisc and how he's looking. But dude is trending, man. And I tell you right now, it looks like he's putting with the Invaders now. He talked about it in his In the Bag video about messing around with them. It looks like he's putting with the Invaders, which is very strange to me because nobody putts with him. But yeah, I'm buying Kevin, dude. I really hope I don't want him to win Ottawa. I want him to play well, which means he could play well at Worlds. That's a Heiser flip. New London is a Heiser flip place. Definitely. So could be up Kevin's alley.
Yeah, definitely so. I agree. I think I'm down to my buy. I'm buying easier courses, I should say. So I talked about this I was at a course the other day that's building itself to be a championship level course, but it's on state park property. So the second you roll into the park, you hear signs about a disc golf course. And so the chance is that you roll up, like random person goes, that looks fun. I'm with my family on vacation. Why don't I go try this out? And then you whoopsie daisy play a championship level course that is in progress and is really, really agitating, and you never play disc golf again. What I'm buying is this course specifically immediately slapped in at the exact same time they built the other one. It's already done actually. A 9-hole learn to play or a 6-hole learn to play loop where you can go play for like 30, 40 minutes. And like, that's what they tell, like, hey, if you're someone working at the park, suggest that a new disc golfer does not go and play the championship level layout, or they're gonna die in the woods. So shout out to that. But then also shout out if you're traveling or something and you see like a really hard course. I always opt into the really hard course because it's got good reviews probably and it looks really cool. And then it takes me 4 hours and I'm dying by the time I'm done. And then I play some easy course and it's the most fun course I've played in that time frame. So I just like those courses that are your everyday play is what I'll call them. I'm buying more of those.
I like that.
Love that.
I'll buy that.
I agree.
He'll buy that.
Well, I'll take a buy at that.
Yeah.
Anybody have a cell they're particularly interested in leading off with? I'll go ahead. I'm fired up about myself, so I'll go ahead. I am selling. This could be controversial. I am selling Gannon Buhr hype right now. I'm over it. I'm annoyed, bro. We've got.
Come on, Matt. Say your line, Matt.
No.
Say your line, Matt. Come on.
I don't even know what my line is.
Speak to that, Taylor.
Yeah, speak to that, Taylor.
We've got
that is actually valid.
We got Ian and Philo after Ledstone basically directly asking Gannon if he thinks he could be the GOAT, if he thinks he's going to be the GOAT. We've got Trevor over on Twitter saying this is going to be the best season of all time in disc golf. And everybody wants to talk about Paul's 2015 season, like 10 years ago, basically. Obviously, yes, that was a dominant season. People are not putting enough respect on 2019 Paul. So I looked it up, all right? 2019 Paul played 14 events, 9 first places, 1 finish outside of the top 10, which was USDGC, which he got hurt, placed 64th, and his average finish was still 6th. He was insane that year.
That's
Paul
true.
got first or second at Worlds for over half the time that Gannon Buhr has been alive.
That's true.
Put some respect on my GOAT. That's all I'm saying.
Mic drop. That's pretty big.
I agree. That's pretty big.
I don't know about the whole Gannon hype thing. I think the Gannon hype should be respected, but the fact that people are asking him about him being the GOAT, that's ludicrous and stupid.
Yeah, especially because how much closer will Gannon be to the GOAT when he's actually had more than like 2 seasons of touring? Imagine Gannon when he's 27. Like that's a crazy question to ask Gannon at whatever 19 or 18 when we could ask it then, but no.
And I mean, still, like, obviously, Eagle came up super young. People thought Eagle was going to be insane. And he's won. Yeah. Eagle's been really good, but also you can get hurt. Like, you can tear your labrum. Like, things happen. You know, it's not all guaranteed.
You can throw a really stupid shot.
Good.
Yeah. Or you could hurt your back while grabbing groceries. So there's a lot of options available.
Inevitable, man. The back's inevitable.
Or you could sign for MVP. Oh. I'm just kidding.
All right, cool. Taylor, good one. We'll take it. A little fired up. Who wants next?
So hold on. I want to mention this in the chat. Scott says he's selling disc golf ever being taken seriously.
Scott, I had a really good question written for this, and then I got destroyed by the actual programming. So the world may never know.
I want to just speak to that for a minute. I don't know what I think. How do I say this? I don't know what I want disc golf to be personally for like the pro level. I feel like it should be structured and well run. So does that mean serious? I don't know, but it should be well run where it's like a well-oiled machine where people know what's happening and what you're doing. That's what I want pro disc golf to be. Corey, you're going to say something?
Yeah, I think the issue is the fact that the only thing we're focused about adding money to is the purse and not the actual like structure of the disc golf tournament. Probably because a lot of these pros have been playing for so long that they don't care because they've had literally no cameras and all of a sudden now they have some cameras.
Yeah.
And there's all these things that we can add that doesn't take that much money, to be honest. And it's an investment. So it's not like we're losing the money all of a sudden. If you buy a few more cameras, you're going to have those cameras for a while.
Yeah.
So we can use them.
Yeah. And Scott, to this point, I feel like half the time that people say they don't want disc golf to ever be taken seriously is they don't want to have to go on the course in nice clothes. or they don't want to have they don't want to have to be formal or something like that. They don't want to have you roll up to the course and like not be able to play with the 3 random Joe Schmoes you've never met in your life and you'll never meet again. And like, no one's saying those have to leave, but I'm fine with disc golf ever being taken seriously, selling that, but I'm fine with buying the Pro Tour being taken seriously. And that's a unique thing in my head, at least. But
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I feel like casual disc golf doesn't have to change, but a little bit more professionalism on the professional tour would absolutely be nice.
Like they should be able to have structures in place. This is what I mean by structure, Scott, is that they have to like the infrastructure put in place to when you show up to the course, you know what's supposed to happen and the time and everything that's going on. And I don't know if we have that or not. I went to Worlds last year, seemed very structured, very well put together. And it seemed like everyone knew what was going on. So Worlds might be a different story, but the Pro Tour, I don't know. It just feels like it can be done better. Also, I think it needs to be better courses, and we got to let people come watch disc golf. So those are just a quick.
Yeah, I was just to say, Corey, I think you make a great point where like all the focus for so long has been like, we need more money. We need to get more money. How do we get more money? Like, how do we make purses bigger? And I think I'm heartened to hear about, if you haven't heard it, Nate Heinel did a really good interview on Ultiworld about things around Worlds, how Worlds is shaping up. And it sounds like Worlds is going to be this year like an incredible spectator event, which is where I think that money should be going. I think we need to make it more fun, more accessible, and more exciting to actually go to these tournaments. And then everything, I think, from there will fall in line. Because it's a lot easier to convince a sponsor to give you money when they go and watch your event, and it's not 20 people walking around the woods. It's, families going out and having a good time. Even if you don't want to go follow the event, we have a vendor village, stuff going on, food trucks, things like you can bring your family to. They have fun. If I want to go follow the lead card as the person that's into disc golf, I can do that too. But it needs to be more exciting and accessible for a broader group of people than just, the 98% white male, Omega in the woods all the time people that we have right now.
Yeah, that might be my sell is the influx of white people who play disc golf. I want to see some. I want to see some black people and all kinds of different people. Like we need to get more diverse in the disc golf.
Maybe some women. Other than
like we don't have a single like do we have a single black guy on tour that plays?
Shout out Philo.
Other than Philo,
before you said that place, shout out Philo.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get it, man.
Maybe so.
I mean, speaking of what you just said though, like imagine we have like a couple giant screens, or like at least a screen with like a projector on it or something of like they have it like golf events at Worlds, where next to a couple holes, you have like a giant screen that tells you who's putting, what their score is, and also has a leaderboard of what everyone's doing. That way, everyone who's spectating can see what's going on and not have to look down at their phone all the time and be distracted.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. I don't know how far away we are from doing something like that. So, I don't know.
Yep.
Matt, you have a sell?
Does anyone else have a sell?
I do.
I can go last if you need to. Mine's short.
Shout out to that guy who introduced you to disc golf, Scott.
Yeah. I do, but it's a really weird sell.
All right, go ahead.
And it's like a
Sell
good
me
thing,
on
but
it.
a bad thing. I'm using your phone on the course at all.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
I have been watching and listening to a lot of people talk about how you don't want to be on your phone, but then the second you go on the course, you have to pull up UDisc, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I understand it's an amazing tool. I use UDisc every day, whether it's looking at new courses or going on the GPS to know which like hole is next, which direction and everything like that, or just simply putting in your score. But there is something very peaceful about pulling out a little notebook and a pen and writing down your score, especially if you know the course, so you know the pars and everything like that. There is something very peaceful about just pulling it out, flipping to the page, and writing down, because you can keep notes. You can write down tally of like all of your shots and everything like that. Keep little scribbles about, oh, they could do this to this course or this hole or whatever. It's just, it's very nice. So I think you should at least try to do it once this summer and give it a try. Obviously, you could have your phone on you. I'm not like crazy, but yeah, there's something going analog is beautiful.
I want to say when I go play disc golf, I'm almost never using U-disc ever.
Yeah, I'm the same.
You know, I like going out. I mean, I know where I'm playing, I know where I'm going, so like I can keep score in my head, which is what I normally do. Unless I'm playing with a group of people and we're playing for a competition, then we use U-disc. But other than that, I never ever use it. So,
well, I just mean like I've been to a lot of courses.
Scott.
I've been to a lot of new courses, and using the GPS to find out where the next hole is really nice. Yeah. And I'm not going to ever stop doing that, but it's being able to just stay off your phone.
Take a little Sunday morning course, go keep your score on paper, listen to the birds, have a good time, man.
I really didn't give a sell. I kind of was joking, but kind of serious. Like I do wish we had more like diversity on the disc golf course. I think that'd be really cool. But I'll give a quick sell. I'm selling the entire MVP company right now. Actually, I'll say this: MVP Pros,
all of them.
MVP Pros. Paul Kranz, where's he been? I haven't seen him
in Massachusetts.
I haven't seen him. Haven't heard of him. Where's Simon been?
Had a kid.
Right, and then where's Eagle?
Haven't you only played like once since your kid?
I have, but
so shut up.
He's a pro.
So shut up.
But disc golf is his job. Is he not going to his job? I go to my job every day, but even though I have kids. Also,
Simon wins Worlds this year.
I'm not done.
Sorry.
I'm not done. James Conrad. Where's James Conrad at?
Okay.
I'm not done. I'm not done. This is my segment. I'm not done. So
it's my time.
All the MVP pros are non-existent. What is going on with them? Like, I feel like last year we heard all the hype about all their discs. And now they have discs coming out, or they already have come out, and I didn't even hear about it. So, very interesting about how all these pros, I wonder if it's affecting their sales or not. So that's all I'm going to say.
I'd like to talk on this one.
Your turn.
So Simon, yes, he is not caring right now. And I think it's just he's overly excited about having a child. When he does play, I would say 75% of the time he's showing up like hard. So
I don't know if he's playing that well, to be honest. I really don't think he is. I don't think he is.
I mean,
he won one tournament, but other than that, he's been.
And how many did he win last year? 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah, that's it. So
but he hasn't been in it other than that one tournament.
He's been in it. He's been on lead card and stuff. He just falls apart. But so does everybody. James Conrad, no offense to him, he's a one-hit wonder. Literally one hit.
Well, he wasn't supposed to be. He won USDGC. Yeah.
But
2-hit wonder.
Okay, yeah.
Debated.
Sorry, I forgot about the other ballad on his other album. Like he's not.
I would like to say 2 words.
I don't think he's that good at being that consistent.
Silva Sarnen.
Silva's great.
Okay. But you know what?
That's because Tyler's sexist and he never thinks about the women.
No, I knew about her, but if I talked about her, it would go against what I just said, so I can't bring her up.
It's a fine line.
Sexist. That is sexist.
All right.
No, it's a great point, though. I feel like the Simon and Eagle, especially early Simon, like I genuinely had so many people that have never had no idea what MVP was, and I to this day now bag like 70% overmolded discs. Like somebody needs to do a study on that marketing effort because it was incredible.
Yeah, it was. All right, so Simon is placing in Elite Series 17th, 76, 16, 27, 5th, 1st. 14, 21, a major 36, and then at European Festival 8th. So other than his win, his 2 best finishes are 5th and 8th. I don't know. For me, I think he could have a better
best thing an MVP sponsored MPO professional has done this season is Eagle's song about his signature disc.
100%.
So that's the most impact that they've had.
Simon's only won prize money a little less than $20,000. And
I would with
and 10
$10
of
million
it,
I don't care.
I know you don't, but I'm saying like that's the kind of season he's having. It's not that good, in my opinion. And 10,000 of it came from a win. So that's just my opinion.
I also think that everyone
Is super mean.
is super angry all the time. No, I think everyone looks at the season that we are playing currently, and it's an end all be all. Like Paul is washed. Like Gannon is the best player in the world.
That is a
Like
fact.
Simon doesn't exist anymore, and it's literally one season.
Yeah.
So I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for whatever happens.
Got his
happen.
mucho mango and he's chilling, guys.
Listen, I'm a big Simon fan, and I'm the same way about it too. But to prove my point with MVP, no one's played well this year for MVP. So pros, poo poo.
Maybe so. I don't
There
know.
you go.
Man. I don't know.
MVP pros are bad. You heard it here first. We're
Yep,
going to
yep.
segue into our last little talking point. Shout out to Matt for coming up with this little question while I pull up our game. But real quick, Matt asked a great question in the Discord. I'm going to paraphrase this. Matt, clarify if I say this wrong, but I think the gist is when you guys are thinking in your mind when you play a new course, how you mentally are rating that course. I guess, out of 5, out of 10, whatever. What specific things are you looking for, and what most majorly contributes to that in your mind?
Anybody?
Clean fairway lines. Foliage that isn't absolutely taking over all of the lines you can throw in. Tee signs, tee pads, type of baskets they have, and the like nature aesthetics, and I guess difficulty at that point. So that's
Did anybody mention that Tyler is a golfer?
I don't think we've said that yet.
There's no reason to bring that up.
There is because you are focused on so much.
I'm just saying, like you asked about all the things I think about. Those are all things I definitely think about.
I'm just saying that's a lot.
Okay, let me ask a follow-up question. You go to a course, it has the nicest tee pads, nicest tee signs, and nicest baskets, and clean fairways, but is relatively, like the lines are relatively dog water, not fun shots. What is that rate for you? If it has all of those nice things, but it has terrible lines and just not fun holes, what do you rate that course?
Define terrible lines.
Barely existent, or maybe every single thing is just a
So
straight
just more
shot.
difficult?
No, there's a difference between barely existent lines and tough lines.
Yeah, I would say I like, for me, I love the course that's local to me. There's some holes on the back nine that are just plain old bad holes. Like one of them is a forehand roller off the tee for me. It's like a literal, it's shaped like a question mark, and it's just not a good hole.
Yeah, so that's my question. If you're thinking that, what's the course can rate where there's not really a lot put into design, but everything else is nice about it?
For me, if I had to choose 3 things, it's going to be tee pads, tee signs, and I mean, those are the 2 most important things for me, honestly. Other than that, I'm playing the course. I just want to be able to throw off good tee pads. Maybe a good basket would be nice, but I mean, I don't know. I want it to have good variety of holes. That's honestly what it is. Good variety of holes.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm throwing the same shot every hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll throw. I will. I don't really care about baskets that much as long as they can catch a disc relatively.
Yeah,
that's fine. Tee pads are really nice. I don't even care about tee signs that much if U-disc is well put together for the course. The big thing for me is just like well cut fairways and like relatively well groomed fairways, which is saying something from a guy who has none of those in his area and plays 3 times a week. But
I have a question.
mm-hmm.
So Tyler said he doesn't want to throw the same shot. What if it was a course wide open, just basically field disc golf, but on the tee pad, it told you what type of throw you had to throw? So this is a forehand hole. This is a backhand hole.
It would be different and interesting.
I'm just saying, like, there's ways of making it to where you're not throwing the same shot over and over. And honestly, it's just get better.
Yeah, but I wanted to challenge like different lines though.
Yeah, I agree. So,
It's literally telling you what line to throw.
here's my reference. Let me add in my reference here.
It's so
Corey.
weird. Come on.
Yeah, that's a zesty. That's a slightly weird thing. But here's my reference. I played a course that Beth played in 2019. It was an A tier. Really
Do you
nice
want a
course.
cookie?
Yes,
Me?
I would love one.
What is this freak doing right now?
Because you played the same course as Paul Macbeth. Do you want to?
No. I'm saying I watched coverage of that course, and then
Okay.
I went and played that course, and it was not well groomed, and so every line was existent, but unhittable with like at all. And so I could see what was an amazing course, and I didn't know how to rate that because I'm like in my head, I needed to throw a hyzer flip mid range within 270 feet that flipped up to flat, fully turned 10 feet, and then came back. Like all in this tight window. I should have taken a picture of some of the holes. But I was saying, how do you rate that? You see the potential that a course has, but how many points do I take it down for not being groomed well or for being the only guy that's played it in the last year, apparently?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's obvious. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, in all honesty, I rate a course off of did I have fun? Would I go back?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's as simple as it is. Overall, did I have fun? Would I go back? And I think 99% of the time I would. Now, in that case where you did see the layout and it was nice, and then when you went, it wasn't groomed, you already have a comparison. So you would rate that a lot lower. But if you never saw that course and you played it without knowing that there was ever any like grooming of the fairways and lines and everything, would you have had fun?
No, I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I would have still had fun, but it was just like bunch of the well groomed essentially made every hole like a tweener in between a par 3 and a par 4.
Okay.
So that was the only add-on. To be clear, I had fun course, cool course. Just saw what it had been, and it wasn't there now. But no, if your rating is you only do it based on did you have fun and that, then that's fine. Taylor, if you had to, are you opting tee pads into your list or not?
No, I was gonna say it's funny. I like tee pads, baskets. I genuinely do not care. The biggest things for me, like I'll say course design in general. Like to Tyler's point, like just that the holes are cohesive. Like there's a line to throw, and it's at least decent. Signage, not in like a T sign way, but like it's really annoying if I have to use UDisc to figure out where the next hole is. Like at least some sort of like small direction on where to go, like course layout wise. Those are my big things. If it has like a bathroom and a water fountain, that's nice. I'll always take that as a dub, but take what you can get.
Yeah.
Especially out by you.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'll opt to the same thing. The only thing I really care about as far as like I don't care about baskets. I would like a flat teeing area, but I'm also a guy who would it could be dirt as long as it's flat. I'm happy. So
I'm picky about tee pad because I have a knee I've had knee injuries, so that stuff matters to me.
Yeah, I would probably say I'm picky about flat areas for a similar reason. So
yeah, I mean I'd definitely rather not like tee off on like carpet or gravel or something, but I definitely not as big on my list for sure. All right, with that, I've got our game prepared. So I'm going to pull over a little Excel I made for you guys' guesses. We've done a game like this before if you're an avid listener of Unfinished Business, but shout out to our sponsor, FoundationDiscs.com. They have been putting out a little bit of a sales report, not the exact sales, but what discs are selling the best for them. This is for the first half of 2024, and it is a top 50. So how this is going to work, we're going to have each of our members take a guess on a specific disc, what they think, where it's going to rank. You really want basically you'll get an equal amount of points of where that disc is landing on the list. So if you pick the number one bestseller, you get 1 point. The goal is to have as low points as possible. And if you guess a disc that is not on the list, then you get, we'll say one after the most recent. So 51 to start and then 52. So you really do not want to guess one of these that is not on the list. Should be simple enough. I think we've got some interesting discs on here. We have sworn to secrecy that these folks have not looked at this list previously.
Am I allowed to look on the screen now, or should I turn this off?
You can look on the screen now because it's just the scoring. So I'm not actually going to pull up the list because I'm lazy. Also, Corey, stop DMing me on Discord. You're scaring me. I'm getting a lot of sounds in my ears. How would you guys like to decide who goes first?
I don't know.
A Yu-Gi-Oh duel.
Yu-Gi-Oh duel. I'm gonna say it's gonna go Tyler, Matt, Corey.
Done.
There it is.
Okay.
So Tyler, you get first dibs, first guess on top 50 sellers from FoundationDisc.com.
Are we still allowed to look at the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, screen ain't changing. Hopefully.
All right. Hopefully.
I'm gonna go. I'm trying to think what ones have been hot lately.
Yeah, just to reiterate again, I know we've had some confusion on timing before. This is for the first half of 2024.
Oh, first half of 2024.
So through, I think, July 30th.
Are we
Came
going
out on
plastic
July
or just
30th.
disc?
Just disc. Great question.
Okay.
Great
I'll go
question.
Destroyer.
All right, so we've got the Destroyer. I cannot type. Nobody look at the screen. Let's see here. It is number 6.
Not bad.
Solid start. Solid start.
All right. Give me the
Matt looked.
zone. I did not look.
Matt looked.
Chat.
Matt looked.
Chat, I did not look. Give me the zone.
Zone. Always a good one. Why is that taking up so much screen? Zone is number 2. It's another great start here. Corey's actively looking right now. You can see it.
No. I've got 2 options, but I think I'm going to go time lapse.
Solid. Solid. Basically a Destroyer, and it's really close to the Destroyer. It is number 7.
Interesting.
Yay.
Best start we've had yet by far. Nobody's
I
out
know.
of it yet in the first round, which is absolutely impeccable. I did have this down as 3 rounds, so 3 guesses, just to let you guys know. But we are back to Tyler.
Trying to think of some new guys that have come out at all this year. I'm gonna go. I really should have thought about this a little bit. I'm gonna go the Wild Honey.
Oh,
I like that.
Interesting.
I like
Very
that. A little
interesting.
outside the box. Unfortunately, the Wild Honey is not on the list. So that's
Well,
gonna
I'm gone.
it's
Peace.
gonna be a
I'm outta here,
51
boys.
burger dropped on the noggin. That's unfortunate.
Wow.
Give me the hex. I just have to assume that it's been selling well, considering all MVP does.
Yeah, I think the tough part with MVP, I know Foundation mentions this a lot, but this is, I think all real retailers struggle with keeping MVP and Axiom molds in stock. But it is number 42, so it is on the list, but it is not super high on the list. And I would, I would chalk a lot of that up to just the stock available to them. So Corey could make a move here for sure.
I'm going to go Kratos.
Oh,
Kratos
wow, that's a good
is one
That's a
that
good
definitely
one.
surprised me. Kratos is number 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Corey's
yeah,
gonna
so-
crush.
Commanding
What a goated
lead
one by
at this
Corey.
point.
Tough.
Really doesn't matter what I say at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, send one. Take
I
off
still
number
like
1
hearing
real
your
quick.
voice, though.
Corey,
Take
what
off number 1
finish
real quick.
line? Corey, what finish line disc do you like?
Probably the composite torque.
Cool, the Supra.
Yeah, this is
No, he's
another
not
one.
that.
This is another one that I think will surprise a lot of people. The Supra was number 1 on the list.
No,
with
crap.
Oh,
you mean
Staub having
Trevor's
the
disc?
signature disc. Yeah, is the number one on
that's
the
a
list.
thought. I didn't think about that.
That's actually
Yeah, I didn't
insane.
know how much stock they actually had of those, but it sounds like a pretty decent amount. Solid payday over to Trevor, I guess. Way to go, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens, dude.
Give me.
So honestly, with that, Tyler, if Corey doesn't get a good one here, you're kind of back in it.
chilling.
I'd say you're right
I
back
don't
in
know,
there.
man. I don't know. 51. Get out of here.
I got a good one.
52.
Give me the buzz. I don't think it's that high, but we're just gonna hope
Buzz.
that people buy buzzes.
A classic. Buzz is number 3.
Matt's got
Okay.
it.
All right.
We got some really good guesses in here, just mixed in with some stinkers.
Hate a stinker.
Is it me?
It is Corey. Yeah, this basically for all the marbles here. A good guess here wraps her up.
Well, banking off of Tyler's guess, I'm going to go Conman Sean Man.
Oh, no.
This could be questionable.
This
Oh,
is
See,
gonna be
I don't see it off rip.
Oh, no.
The shaman is not on the list.
Oh, no.
Oh, because it was
So-
the second half the year.
So that's a 52 on Corey's head. So Matt clutches up right now. Matt's clutching up with 2,
All right.
3, and 42. That was a roller coaster. Oceans there.
Holy crap.
You can't, Matt, you can't go zone buzz every time we do this.
Bro, if it works.
Works, it works.
Tyler, you were ahead of me. You could have taken either of those, buddy.
Yeah, but I want to make it fun and interesting. I don't want to say like the
Bro,
same
I'd be-
ones
I'd be-
over and over again.
I'd be taking too many
Like
L's. Dude.
I know,
gotta
like
get
I know,
something.
like I know the Wizard's probably top 10. I could have said Wizard.
Wizards
I
8.
probably could have said the Passion is probably top 10 because it's always
Passion's
the Passion.
5.
Yeah, see, I mean, you know, that's just not
Tyler's
fun.
just
I wanna-
flexing after he loses that he could have won.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that. I usually, after we're done with this, read the list. I really don't want to just read 50 disc names. So
Well, here, let me do
I'm
this.
No,
There's
read the
gonna-
top 10.
Let me
Read the top 10.
hold on. I'm on fire. Let me see if I can get the top 10. So
Okay, here we go.
so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 off the board, right?
Right. You
And
got
then I
you
said-
got Passion at 5, and you have Destroyer
Okay.
at 6. We have that as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Time
and
lapse
time
is
lapse
7.
is 7.
Time lapse is
And I
7.
And you
said
said
the Wizard.
which is 8.
So
So you
there's
got
two
2
left.
more. Yeah, 2 more to get.
Okay, I'm thinking Brody's Zone OS.
Zone OS is 10. If
That's
you
when
get
you get
9, I will
9.
be very. If you get 9, I
will
will
be
think
so
that you have
impressed.
looked at the list.
You want to give me a little hint or no?
Um,
I'm going to guess.
I'll give you a hint after. I'm gonna let you try to rip one off, and then I'll give you a hint after.
I'm trying to think.
Because I will
Okay,
be
here.
very impressed.
All right, give me this hint. What is it? A mid-range, fairway, or distance driver or putter?
Is a fairway driver.
What is the most popular fairway driver?
Berg.
Got it.
I'm gonna go. This was a popular one, and they came out with a new plastic for it. I'm gonna say Crave.
This guy looked at the list. I don't believe it.
Did I really get it?
And it's Crave's 9.
That's
See,
actually.
this is what I'm saying, Matt. Like
Tyler
I could have
threw
done
because he
this.
cheated.
I
Man.
could have
I
done
don't
this.
believe it. I don't believe it.
Chef it up, then, bro.
He's chefing. I'll also put the link in the chat, but yeah, I'm not gonna read all these.
Yeah, too many to read, but
to
cool
tell
to
you.
get those reports every year or every couple months. So
Trying to see if there's anything up here that's just like crazy that I wouldn't expect. I feel like the Tesla is kind of high, but I guess Simon had a run
go-
of those. I think Tesla was
let me go-
23.
Let me go find the list.
Yeah, the hummingbird one.
yeah,
All right, with that, I'll just keep Excel open. We're gonna go right into picks. Corey did make some motion happen,
no.
but Corey, you still also will set the order here for Idlewild, and I'm gonna pull up who is playing this event.
Yeah, I got to figure that out too. Italy Whittly. We're gonna go.
No, Paul is not playing. I know that much. Ricky signed up.
He
Off
said
a
he's gonna
shoulder
be
injury?
there. I think.
Simon signed up.
We're gonna go me, Taylor, Matt, Tyler.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta make my change to the list too.
All right.
all right.
Alrighty. Lead us off then, fearless leader.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Go with your money bags.
I'm gonna go with Calvin.
You're just gonna give Taylor Gannon.
I don't like that because I don't want to pick Gannon, but I kind of have to pick Gannon, so I'm picking Gannon.
Yeah, that's crazy not to.
Or you could have given it to Matt because no. If you would have skipped on Gannon, Matt would have been like, "Give me AB."
He definitely would not have picked
Gannon. I'm just for the biscuit. Give me
AB.
No, give me Ezra Robinson.
Dang, that was gonna be my pick.
Dude, I played. Listen, me and Corey played this course like what, a month and a half ago,
Something like that.
Every time I watch it, I forget the amount of like wooded holes or really specific shot shapes that it requires.
Matt, you done messed up. You didn't take the Wysocki. Come on, bro.
Man, he's shoulder injured. Bro doesn't know a knick-knack from a paddywhack right now.
He's a shoulder lizard? What did you just say?
I knew Taylor.
Man, he's shoulder lizard.
I loved that, bro.
I knew Taylor.
That one.
You know what? Hold on.
That's crazy.
How do we still have a poll running on our YouTube right now?
I'm just gonna let that thing rock, man.
All right, we're going Ricky Wysocki, pick number 1.
Got back-to-backs here.
And then this guy is trending really hard right now. He's won there before, Isaac Robinson.
Yeah, I thought about Isaac too. I like his brother a little better right now, but I respect it.
All right, back to young Matt.
All right, it's back to me. He took Isaac. Give me. That's tough. Give me
take Culver Dolan or Matty O. Come on now.
Just stick to the script here. Stick to the script.
Good in the woods here. Actually, give me Kevin Jones.
God dang you,
dude!
Why would you take him so early?
This is the most structured pick list here I have. All I feel like I threw was Heiser flips, and
but you just plagued him right now.
Hey man,
I'm sticking to Matt's script better than him. I'm gonna take Kyle Klein.
Forgot about Kyle, but I don't like the expression on his face in the last 3
weeks. Redemption is coming.
If Kyle can be in first through the first 2 rounds, then I've got some leeway for the last round for him to drop to hopefully third and get me a point.
Mm-hmm. That's straight logic.
That's what we're thinking. Doesn't putt with him anymore, but what we're trying to work with.
Yeah.
Back-to-backs for the cream dog.
I'm gonna go Chris Dickerson.
He's still hoping on Chris Dickey.
See, Dick.
And to be honest, Aaron Gossage isn't playing apparently, so that's a little weird.
It's a little tragic.
Who else does he have to pick even at that point? Just leave it blank for him.
Yeah, just leave it blank. It'll be all right.
Maybe Aaron will log in.
You know what? I'm gonna have my faith against Tyler. I'm going Simon.
Okay.
Wait,
Simon.
Oh yeah, he is.
Simon Lizard.
No, Simon Lasagna.
Leads to the question of who do I want to take? It's been a little bit since he's popped up. I'm going to take Gavin Rathbun.
I like that.
I thought about it as well. I feel like broken
cool down a little bit, but yeah, I feel like he could come back here.
Yeah, Scott, you're right. There are a few guys skipping practice worlds or other stuff. Like Paul's not going to be there, but he's skipping to have Pablo do some check-ins and head to worlds. Other people like that, but
Matt, AB's still out there, bro.
Man, AB on a wooded course.
In the woods?
AB shredded that one course that was woodsy.
He can probably throw his Luna at every basket.
He can beat all of the FPO with a Luna.
Well, he's not playing in the FPO. So
Isn't that domestic violence? Goodness.
Yeah, dude.
Can somebody tell me I'm looking for my dark horse and Chris Clemens is rated 28 in the world right now?
Oh,
Can
wow.
somebody fact check this list, man?
Yeah,
Vino's 29.
Surfing butthole.
Give me this. No, I'm not that dumb.
Sorry, guys. Cough is bad.
But I was almost that dumb.
So are the goggles.
I know.
Yeah.
Come on, Matt.
I'm thinking, man. I'm
already
Audio
know who I
listeners are
want.
struggling right now.
I already know who I
Corey, you got a
want.
story to tell real quick for the audio listeners?
Yeah, this is my bad, folks. This is my bad.
Yeah, so I have a buddy who
Adio.
watches. I have a buddy who
Gosh,
watches
dang
your
it.
videos,
I don't even
Taylor.
know who I want now.
No way. Somebody watches my
Yeah.
videos?
I got a buddy who watches your videos. And remember that video where you bought those used discs?
I didn't buy them, but
Or you played with
yeah,
them?
I did play with them.
He was such a big fan that he actually bought one of them.
No way.
What a nice
Yeah.
fellow.
Which
Yeah.
one?
I don't know. Which one was it, Matt?
Oh, it was the Eagle, man. It was so good. I had to make a purchase.
Did he really buy it?
Bro, that's insane.
Matt is the one that
That's
bought it.
insane,
Bro,
man.
can't see through the goggles. Yeah, I bought it, and I
Wait.
threw it today, and it's sick, dude. It's not even
That thing's
like
sick.
it is sick. Even for my arm speed is sick. Like ever so slight flexes to like finish flat or like come back a little bit is actually goated.
Taylor, did you know he bought it?
I knew somebody bought it, but I didn't know who bought it. That's
That is
wild.
hilarious.
That's so funny.
I love those dyed discs, and I saw you throw it
Oh,
like 4
fly
times. I was
dice.
like, and I'll be honest, it's probably going in the bag and replacing my torque.
Get
because
wrecked, Corey.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Get
Corey's
wrecked.
torque. I actually don't know where Corey's torque is, but I bought one, so that's all.
So
that
I'm gonna do something a little interesting here. I'm gonna go.
I'm interested. Does it have
I'm
to
gonna
do with
go-
your golf background?
Nope. I'm gonna go Nico LaCastro as my last pick.
Holy crap.
Okay,
Because-
that's interesting.
Bro, that
because-
brain that's cutting off circulation to his brain.
Because I'm gonna go Matt Bell as my dark horse.
I was thinking about that as well.
Okay. all
So Nico LaCastro last year at this event finished in the top 10.
Cool.
Love to hear it for Nico.
So I'm hoping.
Crazy move, but okay. Give me Austin Turner. Nope, Calvin Longquist.
Our
Both
guy
of
Calvin Long.
People who I normally pick and I have faith in, I don't pick them, and they both do pretty well this weekend. So that one hurt a little bit, but
I was sad at first because I was gonna pick Austin Turner, and now I can still pick him, not look for somebody else. So I'm very happy. All right, Corey, round us out here with the last dark horse.
Yeah. I was also going to pick Austin Turner.
You getting the tingle?
Bro, the best thing will be when somebody starts popping off and because the like official world rankings use data from the last 2 years, they're just be stuck in like 70th and be dark horse eligible for like a year.
1 second. Let me make sure that he's playing. I'm going to go Jeremy Colling.
Yep.
crazy move, but we respect it.
Not crazy. He's
respect
played
that.
well there.
I mean, yeah.
So the reason I was going to go Austin Turner is because I feel like there's a lot of holes that are lefty.
I would yep.
And I feel like the same thing as lefty is a really good forehand.
You're right. No, I was thinking the exact same thing, Corey. That's like why I almost took him.
Oh, I want someone
there's
else
like
other
half.
than Nico, but it's too late. Oh well.
Yeah, it's too late.
Well, now that we've all picked, I wanted Andrew Marweed, and
I thought about that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also thought about
Thought
him.
about that too.
But
All right, well, there's our picks. So I'm just reading them off real quick. Corey's got Calvin, Chris Dickerson, Simon Lizotte, and Jeremy Colling. That might be up there this time for the oldest team. I definitely had the oldest team last time. I've got Gannon, Kyle Klein, Gavin Rathbun, and Austin Turner. Matt's got Ezra Robinson, Kevin Jones, Matty O, and Calvin Longquist. Tyler has got Ricky, Isaac Robinson, Nico LaCastro, and Matt Bell. Those are the guys we're going to be watching out for during Idlewild, taking it in this weekend. But with that, we'll close out the show. Once again, thank you, honestly, to you guys. Thank you to Scott. Thank you for, Matt, Tyler, and Corey coming on here, just talking about disc golf every week. Thanks to FoundationDisc.com for helping us put this podcast together. If you need anything disc golf related, head over there and grab it. Otherwise, we'll recap Idlewild next Tuesday. One day we'll move to Wednesdays, but we'll be back next Tuesday at 7:15 Central. Tell Corey you love him in his comments of his new video today.
KJ USA, let's go, baby.
KJ.
Guys, I swear we will change. Scott, Worlds is less than 2 hours from your house. What? Oh wait,
Idlewild.
actually, I know.
Idlewild.
Lives in Indiana.
You're right. Sorry, I was smoking crack, Scott. Idlewild was so fun when we played it. Yep. We definitely will change to Wednesdays. I have us in for the affiliate code, but I don't think I'm going to harass Hunter. I don't think I'm going to harass Hunter. I think I'm going to go straight to Brad because he just followed me back on my my disc golf Instagram, and so I think it'll automatically push it to the top of his inbox, and I can just harass him from there.
When you bother him about ours, can you bother him about mine too?
Yeah, I'm going to
piggyback that on that.
Yeah, but I mean, at least that way we would potentially.
What is happening?
What?
Hey, Tyler.
What?
I'm playing a golf course tomorrow. That is
Do you want a cookie?
$105 a round.
Oh wow!
And I'm playing it for free.
Hey,
Let's go.
Are you nervous?
No, it's the course that we play every year for this one fundraiser like outing.
Yeah.
And my buddy's carpet store is the one that puts on the outing, so he gets a free round for like a free foursome round. So tomorrow is the practice round for Friday, which is the outing.
All right. What's the course called?
Fox Hills Golden Fox, because there's 3 courses on there.
Oh, I've heard of Fox Hills.
Yeah.
So Matt, you want to hear something really funny too? Now that I know that you're the person that bought that eagle,
What?
I was filming some extra videos for that eagle just to like throw it on my Instagram or whatever, and I mean, genuinely left that thing, lost it 2 separate times, and then went back and found it.
Dude, I bought it because I was like, I'm gonna buy one of these, and whichever one is gonna be funniest to make a reel out of, I'm gonna buy. And it was, and I am a freak for like the eye dye stuff. Like I bought this, and then I have the Firebird I was telling you guys about. By the way, new Innova stamp and King Climo thing on there, and eye dye, very very bizarre. But I bought it, and I was like, I'm gonna make such a funny reel out of this. And then I threw it like 4 times today, and I was like, wait, this is actually a pretty good flyer. Like, yeah, it's like just one decent step above my pipeline, but like not quite the stability of my torque. And I was like, I'll probably just take the torque out of the bag and throw this instead. But I was like, wait, this is actually sick.
It's so funny you bought that disc.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I was waiting for him to say something about it.
He
kept texting me like, he's like,
Corey, you knew about it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
I
like, when
texted
should I tell
Corey.
Taylor? And I texted him. I was like, you should do your buy, as in like, I'll buy this eagle that Taylor wanted.
Scott,
But he already had a buy.
Scott, I love eye dye discs. I love any dye on a disc. It's like my favorite thing ever. I need to start dyeing my own stuff. But I love, especially the Innova like this, or if I could get my hands on Drew Gibson has a stack of American flag eye dye Firebirds that he only uses for USDGC, I would kill for like 2 of those.
I was thinking
I feel
about this
I
today.
feel like that's
Speaking
how
of
AB
flight eye
has with
discs,
the Buzz.
Tyler, do you still throw that flag dyed felon that you used in the draft? Because you were throwing that thing so well, man.
No, I don't, unfortunately.
I gave that to Tyler because I had that perfectly beat up Firebird.
I think we traded, but sure.
We traded. Sure. Yeah, you're right. Perfectly beat up Firebird, and then now I don't have that Firebird, and I'm just beating up another Firebird now.
I throw this guy right now instead of
How
that,
long is too
which
long
this.
for searching for a lost disc?
Dude, me and my buddies have searched for 40 minutes.
I have a mental disability. I will not finish the round to look for a disc.
Yeah.
I will stay out there until I find it.
Tyler made fun of me because I looked for a half hour for the Red Wings pipeline.
I said you got to drop it, dude.
And I found it.
Well, that's
Nice.
great. The beast that I lost, it's a great disc that I've held on to forever, and it's got great flight characteristics and everything like that. I spent all of 5 minutes looking for it.
Yeah, Tyler's or that buzz that Tyler loved that flipped up.
Tyler
the
ain't
flag.
got time for that.
And he lost it, and then someone found it on his page, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll just let it be, dude. It's fine." I'm like,
I got
bro.
it. I got it back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. They I said don't worry about it, but then he was like, "No, I'll come drop it off at your house." So he did.
Scott, DM me on Discord with pictures of these, specifically the Firebirds, the Beasts, and the Mambas.
Yeah,
What
and
is
the
a
strikes and
firestorm?
Firestorm
Unless
you
and
have-
TL3s.
Unless the TL3s are goaded, but I am pretty committed to the pipeline. I threw it so straight today. The pipeline is so goaded.
Dude,
Pipeline is way goated.
Flexi ice.
I should
Yeah, I'm
throw my-
interested. I'm
It's gonna
interested.
be
Scott,
sick.
I have it on screen right now. Would you buy a Calvin Lung T-shirt? Because I think I'm gonna make them.
Crazy first collaboration. Wait, if I'm not kidding, you could chef something crazy up with this.
No, I've never heard of a firestorm.
I've heard of it once or twice, but boys, I'll be honest. When you come up for my wedding, there is a half chance it will be snowing.
When is it, Matt?
Tough.
Haven't decided a date, but probably the first week or two of April.
We just put a little unfinished business logo right here, like the top left or something. Just
Yeah.
sell,
On
sell
his
a white
on his
T-shirt.
on his disc.
Yeah, just make the disc just done.
Yeah.
Logo
Yeah.
is Calvin Long. This
If I
would
was
go dummy hard on a white T-shirt. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. Taylor, make one for yourself. I'm gonna try and get you guys a place for the whole week, and then you just come up whenever because I'm not really paying for it. Our church like lets people use it as they need it, and so could be crazy. Because here's the thing: it'll either be 60 degrees and beautiful, and you can come to the beautiful mountains of Garrett County and do cool things with your family and significant others for the whole week or for a couple days, and then play around a disc golf and come to my wedding, or it'll be snowing, which is also beautiful, but less to do outside.
Matt, I love you, but I'm not taking a whole week's worth of
No,
my
not a
vacation time.
Not all week. The wedding stuff will be at the house too.
Okay.
No. I'm saying like a day or two. I'm saying come up Friday, play around with me on Friday morning, maybe play around Saturday morning, and then go to the wedding.
All right, I got unlimited PTO. I'm vibing.
Yeah, Taylor might want to take advantage of that,
Unlimited PTO.
considering he's gonna have to fly up.
Dude, I'm banking on the fact that they keep giving me these weekend jobs, so I get comp days, which is basically just PTO because I work the weekend. It's freaking awesome.
Are you working the weekend right now?
No, I just did when I was in Alabama.
Scott, I'm not kidding. DM me on Discord.
Did you literally work on the weekend?
Yeah, I worked on Saturday. I worked from 3:30 to 1 a.m. or 1:30 in the morning.
Ew.
1 a.m. Hey yo.
Tough.
Oh wait, yeah, that's what you.
It
Called
was a weird job where it was like they work around the clock, like basically 24/7, and the shift shut down at 3:30 on Saturday, and then it had to go up at 6 p.m. on Sunday. So I only had that time frame.
Ew.
And then the guy was like, I don't really want to come in on Sunday, so do you want to just like stay as late as it takes? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I left at 1:30. I got to sleep in, and then I played 3 rounds of disc golf on Sunday.
There you go.
Technically on company time, so that was good.
That's awesome.
Honestly, still super rude of you to be 3 hours away. Super.
SMH.
There's another. It's that Mississippi job. I don't know how. We should have it set up to where when I go there, you drive up and just like crash at the hotel and do your job
Yeah,
in the hotel.
I can definitely.
Because I'm pretty sure it's only like 2 hours west of Birmingham or something like that.
Okay, so
Where's
yeah, probably.
Columbus, Mississippi.
Well, let me give that a quick Google.
Yeah, you should do that.
Think they got disc golf courses there?
Nah, bro, no such thing.
That's like 4.5. That's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want to do that, then you can just crash at the hotel.
That's what I did,
And
man. It's a
then-
great experience.
I know he didn't even need to sleep on the floor this time.
Dude, I was prepped up for anything.
You got to be. You never have to get ready if you stay ready. That's what I.
That's true.
Stay ready.
All right, I got a brand new background, courtesy of Completely Corny, that should not have our logo over me.
Make sure it's the second one because I'm pretty sure the first one didn't have the cutout.
Oh yeah,
What state has the area code 585?
Man,
I have no clue.
oh
Type
god.
that in.
Rochester, New York.
Because this turn is from.
Oh, is it
somebody
Rochester?
In Rochester.
What Google said.
Where'd you get that turn from?
I bought it at a yard sale from a buddy of mine who was selling discs. It was one where he had an 11-time AVR, KC Pro AVR, and he had no idea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Dude,
Corey, I owe you an apology because last week I said that of discs that I probably should take out of my bag, I said that M2 that you gave me, and I played yesterday and I threw it so good, so I take it back.
Legitimately, didn't even hear you say that last week.
Let's go.
I heard it. I heard it.
Yeah, I said it was on Fraud Alert.
Yeah.
Hey, I am hyped though. Did you guys see my story when I was at that shop in Alabama and they had one of my discs? That's the first time. I went up to some lady and I was like, "Hey, this is mine," and she was like, "No, you got to buy it."
No,
it's
not yours yet.
I have to explain.
No, you need to tell him I'm him. I'm him.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
me.
that shop that I did the used video with had some Finish Line stuff, so I went perusing to see if they had one. They did not, unfortunately. I was gonna buy it.
Oh my gosh, bro is just sending me the best frisbees I've ever seen.
I want frizz picks.
Dude, Mamba, I can't read what that one is.
Do you have a color preference, Taylor, of like discs?
We're live. Usually like pink or blue, typically, but honestly not a ton.
You also have the new Innova logo Champ Firebird. How long have they been making these things? I thought that logo was pretty new, Scott.
Guys, why does Brody on Tour Life look like he's 45?
Because he's 45.
Because he's 48.
Scott, I might have to commune with you in like 2 weeks, dude, about these frisbees.
Oh wow.
Because I am just accumulating Firebirds, and this Champ Mamba is probably so bussin'.
Bussin'.
Those do look sick.
Hey,
yeah, I'm a freak for those.
do you guys
TL3
need
looks
any discs? Because
nice.
I have a million discs that I'm trying to get rid of.
Depends on what you got, Bubba.
Depends on what I do with my life next year.
Like,
That doesn't help me. What are they?
well, you throw like 2 brands.
Yeah, bro. What? Let me ask
What
this
are
question. How many discs do you guys think you have collectively?
Oh,
For each of you. I said collectively, but I meant individually.
250. 250 at least.
Yeah, I think close to 200 probably.
Yeah, I'm probably 175, maybe 200. If I had to count them all up, we'd see. Last time I counted was like 2 years ago, and I had 86, and it's been significantly worse now.
I'm probably close to 250-ish.
Interesting. Tyler, are you just trying to make room or what?
I'm trying to get rid of stuff, man.
I don't know, man. You tell me.
I'm selling it for $5 a pop.
$5.
I'm interested. Give me every beat to crap Firebird you have. I'm gonna become a forehand guy, and I like how Firebirds feel when I
Bro, just throw a Thunderbird. I've been telling you this for a while.
Thunderbirds
I
are
do like
so
Thunderbird. I do like
sick,
Thunderbird.
man.
Yeah.
You should be forehanding a Thunderbird. At least a champ Thunderbird.
Even the star ones are fun, but
Isn't
And
a
with this
torque kind of a
300 M4?
yeah, it is. It is. To answer your question, Taylor, it is. Or it's this evil.
Just curiosity.
Why are 35 of them inner cores? Why are 35 of the discs you own inner cores? What? How many inner
'Cause
cores?
he likes
can
inner
a brother
cores.
in Christ get?
Because if you buy more than one, it's inner course.
Mm.
I have an inner core.
Hey,
just
I
have
will
one.
say I forehanded the purple interval.
Or
It is officially back in the same slot as the one that I lost in Ohio.
That's
It
good.
is so
Let's
good
go.
right now. And I parked I think it was like 390 foot forehand hole with Robbie, and there's like a gap maybe 150 feet that's like maybe like 20 feet wide, like through the trees. Just laced it, and then it was like 10 feet from the basket.
So good.
It was the one shot that I was like, okay, Robbie, this is how good I am. Just this. Don't
Tyler,
just disregard everything else.
Tyler, you dig through, find some gems, make me a mystery box. I'll film around with it.
Yeah,
Ooh, do that, and I'll film a video.
Ooh,
I'll do
yeah.
a mystery box. I'll do like
Give me the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I'll do like eight disc for like $55 or something like that.
Is that shipped or unshipped?
Oh, that's true.
You need to look at that. I don't know how much shipping's gonna be.
That's gonna be a lot of shipping.
Hashtag pirate ship.
Hashtag pirate ship. Everyone use it.
Ain't bad.
What if I give you a shout out on my YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, that's something to think about.
Corey, you could say I will give Tyler a hat in exchange for these.
He did say
Yeah,
money
gotcha.
is no
Yeah.
object.
Corey, if you pay for the shipping, I'll send you 5 discs.
Okay.
Matt, are you ironing something right now?
Bro,
No, he's just doing whippets.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
I'd be cleaning my keyboard. My keyboard is
Corey,
dirty.
have you ever thrown Discmania before?
Oh my God, yes.
No, he's never. He doesn't even know what it is.
No.
No, Tyler, send me a
Before
box.
before there was a pipeline, there was a strike. Before there was a strike, there was an instinct.
Okay.
I used to putt with links.
Holy crap!
That's how
a
I
lot
realized
of
I don't
people.
like beaded putters.
Yeah. Well, that Link is the worst. Link is the worst beat a putter on the face of the earth, and somehow Gannon putts well with it.
That's also how I found out that I don't like soft putters. Like I like soft discs, but I can't putt with soft putters because they just like flop out of my hand. And then I also threw the DD3. What else did I throw back then? Oh, I had a Blue Origin that I thought was like really good until I realized it's way too flippy.
So you've thrown a lot of Discmania discs that are not good. That's what I'm hearing.
I threw a lot of the Origin line or the what's the line?
Active line?
No,
Which line? The Evolution?
Evolution. Yeah, I threw a lot of the Evolution line because I'm a sucker for some good fonts, and the
okay.
Evolution line has that really cool like it's all the same font, but it's like half color lines.
Yeah.
I really like that.
For anybody wondering, I also decided horizontal side monitor. Don't like it.
Oh,
Going back
really?
immediately. Don't like it.
Dude, my setup is so ratchet right now because it's my huge PC on the side of my desk, on my tiny desk. Tiny monitor is my main monitor, and then a 29-inch like actually good monitor at an angle sideways. I can't like. I'm literally like I had to get married so that when I move out of this house, I can actually use my 29-inch nice monitor as my main monitor instead of talking to you guys on a $4 Dell monitor. I argued with some lady about the price at some random shop.
About to have a glow up.
I really want to try the ET2.
Yeah, ET looks sick.
Yeah.
ET looks very. So it's weird. It's Gateway and Trash Panda, but it sounds like Gateway has just done all the production, and Trash Panda is just doing the promotion.
I don't know if they're doing the production. They did all the R&D.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Gateway already had that disc like on the back burner, and he brought it up to Jesse, and Jesse was like, "Would you want to do a collab?" Which I don't know if that means that Gateway is giving him the mold to like produce in Trash Panda's like location.
Yeah, that's the weird thing because it's like, why would Gateway give him the mold and the plastic just to pop it in his injection machine instead of their injection machine?
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
They say, right, by the time like how that mold is a super heavy dude.
Yeah, they're all pretty heavy.
Yeah,
It's solid steel.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
they're all heavy. So, what is the
Yeah.
the general?
Most likely, what I'm thinking is Gateway is making it and then shipping it to Colorado.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Do you guys know that 1 year ago today, it's been more than that, posted about it. So a few years ago today, I went to Innova.
What?
Like California?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where is it in California?
Rancho Cucamonga.
Scott knows. Scott's our guy. Gateway's producing this with 100% recycled Gateway plastic.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the other thing that I feel like Trash Panda I don't know if they could convince, but they should be able to convince quite a few manufacturers to essentially send them their recycled plastic so they don't have to worry about it, and Trash Panda can deal with all the like crappy parts, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think they're trying. I don't think that's Jesse's like.
No,
goal.
I don't think it is, but that would be a potential. I'm curious as why that's not.
Because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to recycle discs. Like that's a bonus. I think he wants to recycle, like, environmental plastic.
Maybe so.
Like he's
I'm
trying
kind
to
of
get
excited
stuff
for this
that's like.
Reblend M2 that I ordered.
It's nice. I held it today.
Let's go.
Scott, are you just all over Trash Panda?
Yeah, he's on the Patreon.
Jeez.
Lone Star already does, so Lone Star already sends them their leftovers. Yeah. I mean, when you've got a disc recycling program, you know, it has to at least cross your mind, whether that's his goal or not. But I just wonder, it's also so funny that half of the ESP stuff you see now has the rim around the outside. And he's like, yeah, that's actually just because they're not drying it long enough. I can tell you that 100%. And like, I think Discraft is using it as a flex for like swirly plastic. You know, like, that's interesting.
It's probably second shift.
Or that.
They suck. They're the ones that, you know, notoriously make brown Discraft discs.
Dude, everyone loves a good poop color disc. No one's ever been hating
They're
on.
so bad.
Facts.
I'm still upset. I can't get a black with white stamp Venom.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks. I don't be buying any of that stuff though, because I'd be losing it for real.
Yeah.
I've never lost a disc before, and then since I've been back from Charlotte, not that I've never lost a disc, but I don't lose a disc frequently. Came back from Charlotte, and I've just been losing stuff.
Bro,
nonstop.
same. I almost never lose discs. I swear I
Yeah.
lost that Exodus that I've had for like 6 years. I almost lost my concrete tomb yesterday. I was in
That would have
shambles.
been terrible.
Because everything is grown in now. So it's like
Terrible.
you lose stuff.
Well, to be
Yeah.
fair, I lost my Exodus because I'm very bad. And also, it didn't fly like I thought it was going to because it's flippy.
See, the issue with me is, I've said it before, I magically came back from Charlotte and I can throw 75 feet farther than I used to be able to. And so now when a
The
bad
effect
shot comes
Corey
out of my
has on
hand,
people.
yeah, it's the effect Corey has on people. Now when a bad shot comes out of my hand, it might go 300 feet compared to my bad shot of going 215. I just lose it 100%.
Matt, you want my first ever Champ Firebird 167?
Oh my gosh, I bet that is
Yes.
beat to crap and perfect. Holy crap.
It's a Champ Firebird, so I mean it's still going to be stable, but
Yeah. You know me, I hate champ stuff unless it's beat up. But then I have this, which did fly amazing today. But
I don't know, man. I got to convince myself to let this go. It's my first ever Firebird.
Consider it.
So I will say, you said the Corey effect of me just.
Yeah, you play around with Corey and you just throw farther.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other effect that I have is people like see me throw a specific disc and they're like, "What is that?" And then they buy it. I got Robbie C to like contemplate getting a Marvel.
Really?
He was like, "Dude, that blue premium Marvel that you're throwing everywhere is looking really nice." And I was like, "Well,
Matt, you want some Rainmakers?
Yeah, actually, I do. That Rainmaker, I
Beat in Rainmakers too. Like these things
Yeah.
fly sick.
whoa, are those OG
Rainmakers-
flight number Lunas?"
Ooh la la.
Get out of here. Don't look into those.
The
I've got
the
so many of those.
Rainmaker I putted in Charlotte. I really liked actually.
I've
It
got
would have been
a lot
nice to
of
putt it
Lunas.
without water, but all over the putter. But
Yo, are those 3303 Lunas?
thank you. We're currently reviewing your affiliate accounts.
You want a DX AVR 3?
Heck yeah. You guys ever think I'm going to get my $7 from selling it?
How many do you have to get before you can get them?
I don't know.
I'm curious how much money I'm supposed to get off of those torques.
Bro doesn't have a clue. Jeff
Bro,
Lula.
you ain't got
Sorry,
a
97 subscriber. Shout out
that
to
ain't
my
already
boy.
figured out. Actually, I was
I
gonna
got
ask
clue.
you that, but I didn't want to be that guy.
No, I have no clue.
Interesting.
Shout out to
Marcus
him.
probably has the money, and he could probably send it to me whenever. I
Like, you don't even know the percent you would be getting.
So the way it worked was like it's like 0 to 50 discs sold. It was like $3 off of every one or something like that.
Okay, that's not bad.
50, I think 50 to 100, it was $4, and then if I sold anything over 100, it was like $5 a disc.
Oh,
but
here's Broad, that little munch. Now he's gonna come in the chat here.
Oh, is it?
Hey, yo.
Chat. This is fake news. Yeah, Corey, I'd be
Oh,
interested.
by the way, if Brod's in here, Brod, is it coincidence that as soon as we start talking about squatting, I see you putting on your Instagram you trying to squat?
Corey likes skateboarding. That's true. Corey likes skateboarding. Tyler likes golf. I've been to Charlotte one time, and Taylor has
I've also
never.
been to
He's
Charlotte.
never. He's always been to Charlotte one time, and he will never find an Exodus that flies the same as the one he had,
Actual facts. And I can
and
cry.
that is sad. And Tyler likes losing frisbees.
Life will never be the same.
No, I'm kidding.
That's why he's got so many.
I try not to
lose them.
carry.
Whoa, what is that thing?
This thing?
Yeah.
Some wobbly disc that I don't even know.
Yeah,
like,
why is that warped?
Why is it
What is
so
it?
warped?
I don't know.
I looked at it, I was like,
This
God
disc,
bless, dude.
this
That's
disc
cool.
was just given
I'm
to
gonna
me.
guess that is a.
There's no marking on this whatsoever.
The
not-
frick? That is vile.
Is that an Innova putter?
No, I don't even. I think it's a
It-
P2.
It looks like Champ plastic.
I think it's a P2.
It could
All
still be Champ
plastic
plastic.
looks the same.
Corey,
No, there's like color. There's like color variation between like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Greatest straight mid range.
Bro,
ever.
those are actually sick.
Yeah. Broad says he had
No
just gotten to
cap.
St. George the day before and planned to start working out again. And he also couldn't walk the rest of the week. So, very
Oh,
fun,
gotcha.
very nice.
Pussy.
Corey, what I was saying earlier was if you're going to do that, you should quote like oddly specific stats that you're clearly making up.
Oh, once you said that, that's gonna
Like-
be in it.
Like, he's like, I'm getting reports from the team that he makes about 67% of the putts from 21 feet with this sycamore tree in front of him. That's just the data on the last 6 months.
Full on base. Full on baseball.
I thought it'd be really funny if you had a guy who was only quoting those fake facts, but you could also just solo cue that.
Yeah,
And
it's most likely gonna be solo queue.
yeah, it makes sense because you don't want to interact with the goons. But
Oh, dude, I finally got to like my trash drivers. Anybody want one of these bad boys?
thanks, no.
Where's my red one at?
Corey, Broad's harassing you. He's fading workout.
I'm doing the voiceover tomorrow. It rained today, so I couldn't go outside.
What?
Gotta go outside.
Why do you need
do
to
a
be
voiceover?
outside?
You're outside for a voiceover.
Because it's a whole thing. Okay, I have an idea.
Oh wow.
All right, man. All right, buddy.
Corey is a big ideas guy. You got to give
He's a
him
big
that.
ideas guy. He loves his ideas.
If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. Okay.
Bro,
Brod's
why
the
did-
one that doesn't know
why did
what
we never
16
do
by
our video
9
plan,
aspect
man?
ratio is.
Does he not?
No.
Taylor, they
Oh,
also sent me
no.
like a nice handwritten
I-
letter. with, like,
Bro,
Those are
genuinely some
trash.
just very nice people.
I
Nice
said,
folks.
hey, you film in 16 by 9, right? So I export it in the correct thing, and he said, 4K.
Chat, Broad. Chat, listen, there's this thing called a master class. You're gonna go on, watch the Jake Paul one or whatever, and you'll be well set for life off that.
It's not gonna be worth it. It's
Anybody
just-
want this Malta right here?
No,
Yeah,
I hate
man,
a
I'll
Malta.
take it.
Taylor likes a Malta?
Taylor, you want
I have never held a Malta in my life.
This is that
Matt, I've
Paul
thrown
special
2
edition
Discraft
one.
discs in like my entire life.
How is that
thrown-
possible?
I've thrown a Zeus. I've thrown back when it was the Kong. I've thrown a Buzz. I've thrown a Zone and a Zone OS. And the
throwing a
Stalker.
pipeline.
And the Stalker. I don't count DGA. It's fake news.
That's free.
The plastic's there.
Broad, you're gonna want to edit that comment before Corey sees it and starts flaming you for your dang grammar. He's gonna cook you, bro.
I love how
I
love
know
how
he's
aggressive
retarded.
I love how aggressive our group chat's been recently, though. I love
Very aggressive. This might be our most aggressive group chat timing ever.
Wait, I knew what it was. I just don't get why I would film in anything other than that.
That is a good question.
What are you talking about?
New.
The 16:9:9 aspect ratio.
Oh.
So I'm talking about how you would react to new. He's talking about the 16 to
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
He
where
knew
you're
that.
going.
He knew.
Yeah. Because you could film more of people's phones if you film in. Was it 2x?
That's not all you can.
Not even out of the
realistic
bag?
Destroyer.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that dome, baby.
Holy crap.
Broad, you can have this one because I don't think any of us have the arm speed for this guy.
No, I got the arm speed for it. I got the arm speed for
Matt is literally
it.
huge.
Nowadays.
Matt literally has arms.
No, I'll be honest. When Nugget Borg is playing Apex Legends.
Destroyer.
I got distracted. When I got that Eagle, I fully was like, I'm gonna have to make something funny out of this. There's no way this thing flies straight for me. And then
No, it's a good eagle, man.
I know.
Very
Dude, so
neutral.
I put it on a little bit of Annie, and it just like to flat, and then just landed. And I was like, "The frig is that, man?"
Thing's sick.
Yeah, it is. But I could also probably just get a SP pipeline or SP. Yeah.
You mean Spark?
Spark.
Huh?
I want to throw my pipeline again. I had to give that thing.
I
another
want
chance.
to get my hands on one of those new Spark ones,
Yeah, bro. I'm
even though they're the same.
pipeline goes crazy.
That prototype, Corey, you want that one?
Which
Just
one?
kidding. I ain't letting go. That was that Marvel prototype.
Hello,
Oh,
Jack
no.
Boss.
I don't need that.
Oh, also, Corey, I think I can 90% confirm that the putter you said you think the Marvel is. I think the same thing now. I agree.
Hello.
The Surf.
I'm about to
Broad
be
probably
off my pod,
knows.
and then we'll hop in. Give me
Huh?
1
No,
second.
Corey, you said it was. You said you thought it was the Hunter, and I also
No, not anymore.
did not.
I could show you right now.
Show it to me, please.
No, I don't have it.
This
I don't
guy
have
this guy Corey just lies. You guys
Hey,
know
me and
that?
Corey were yapping. Should we just do our picks before the pod and then do it as a 2-minute segment where we just talk about
Absolutely, I love that. I love that.
our picks? Yeah. Broad may have also
Yeah.
mentioned it, but I was thinking this beforehand, and then me and Corey were having our
Don't give him credit.
our 2-week,
You guys are just-
40-minute
Hey,
conversation.
I have a
on-
pipeline that looks like that.
This is the Shasta Chris one he sent me. It's pretty sick. Double stamped.
Oh my goodness!
No, I do think we should do before the pod, do them, and I'll do the graphic, and then we just talk about who we pick. So.
Yeah, I mean, even if that's what we use the live or beforehand.
Rod says the Marvel is the Marvel. It's Birdie's own mold and hasn't been made by another company. Yeah, I also agree. We could just use it for the live like that.
Because Corey somehow makes graphics in 5 seconds. This guy just
Yeah, bro just craps him out. Bro just drinks some of his dang mango whatever and just pops out a graphic or two. Calls it a day.
Joe Mango guy.
Hey, do you ever get finished with those or that Drew one you were talking to me about, Corey?
No,
Yeah, Corey, did you also
totally
ever make that graphic that I asked you for?
No, I'm working on those for real.
Let's go.
Corey, you also said you'd
The
make
Drew
me a real
graphic, I totally forgot.
Corey, you said you'd make me a real graphic. When did that happen?
I just wanted to pile on.
Oh, what?
Corey's
Graphic?
graphics were
You
close.
said you said you'd make me a real graphic. When's that one happening?
When are you
Oh,
gonna actually
should I
make
show
videos?
Broad my shirt design? You think I can see if
Yeah,
Broad would buy
Broad,
this
Broad.
shirt?
Listen to this, though. No, listen. We're in Cincinnati. Corey looks at what I marked the bottom of my discs as, which is just 2 M's, and he goes, "We're gonna make you a real graphic, Matt." And that might have been the most depressing comment I ever heard. It
Said
so bad.
we can fix this, son. We can fix
Yeah,
this.
he was like, I was like, bro, I just want something to write on the bottom of my frisbees.
All right, we rate this 1 out of 10.
No, I
This-
just
this
wanted to
shirt.
make it so that you had like an Instagram logo or something.
Yeah.
This is our guy Calvin Long.
If Tyler sends me this mystery box, I'll make a YouTube video on it. I feel like I'm a good enough player that I can look like I'm not idiotic when I play.
Debatable.
I chefed up some lines in Cincinnati, but not all that many.
This was the first force I ever threw.
I hate
Whoa.
that.
Bro, listen,
Why?
this is
Why?
what's changing
I
the
hate
game.
that graphic.
This is what's changing the game, bro. This
Calvin
thing
Lund
you're seeing in front of you.
Changed
The
my
Calvin-
life.
The Calvin Lund
No.
graphic. We're gonna
No,
start
the
optimizing.
Marvel.
We're gonna start optimizing all of the Pro Tour players with similar graphics and making collections of tees with them. And we're gonna run this. We're gonna
I
start.
knew
with
there was
Calvin.
something goofy about that Calvin guy. He's from Minnesota.
Chat, I've said this a billion times. Calvin, then we're going to go to Silas Schultz, but we're going to call him Silas Sharts. And then we're going to go from there and see
start
what we
working on
can
the
get
graphic.
up to. We can go all the way to Paul Macbeth, dude. Simon Lasagna, we already have had that design for a while.
That is true.
Oh, look at this trash disc.
Terrible.
Bro said it was in his side compartment.
Terrible.
It is.
All right, fellas, I'll be honest. I low-key need to get off and play the new season of Apex Legends, and I hate to be that guy.
All right.
Corey, Taylor, I'm going to harass Brad in the morning.
Yeah, let me know. how that
Bradrick?
goes. Bradrick.
I'm gonna harass
Bradrick.
Brad and try and get both these done. And then next episode we can say shout out to our sponsor FoundationDisc.com. You can use Unfinished Business 10 for 10% off or something.
I'm genuinely on a mission to see how many disc golf retailers I can have a code with before somebody gets mad at me. That's what I'm trying to speed run.
I love that. I love that. That's
Just see
awesome.
what happens.
Oh, I should probably install these new drivers, shouldn't I? Express installation.
Oldest disc I have.
Bro, that goes crazy.
That's my oldest disc that I own. That was my first ever driver.
But if we run that, then we'll be able to at least announce that, or we can use that, and then we can get one for Atlas too. In a perfect world, all the goons who are doing stuff have their own code. So Corey also has a code with them, because Corey's not going to get harassed like Taylor would potentially get harassed. So we chilling.
Call me a freaking goon.
Dude,
Does
we're
that
all
just mean I'm more
100% he
harassable?
did.
Why am
no,
I more
your
harassable than
Your
Corey?
sponsor could potentially harass you.
That would mean they'd have to
do you
message me.
mean?
So
Yeah, Corey's sponsor's not going to harass him.
Oh,
I love how the after show has like more viewers than actually in show.
Yeah, that's a great question.
it's the content.
Hey,
man.
that's
It's
the
better
beauty
content.
of the content that we're popping out on this thing.
I love that.
We can yap. We can do anything on this.
What if we just transformed the podcast and we were all Corey? So we took no notes, had no plan, and we just show up for 2
Chill.
hours and just
We'd have at least
talk.
Broad listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just have brought.
I mean, realistically, man, there's like 90 news podcasts now, man. Who cares?
I like the slow adaptation of more buy sell stuff, random games, and I think once we get in the off season, we can condense that even more. I'm a big enthusiast of that style.
In all
I think
honesty,
I think
I would
picks
be
are fun.
perfectly fine with 45 minutes of trivia.
that could go hard
Corey,
too.
it's because you
honestly.
win trivia, dude. That can't qualify.
It's more interesting to me. Is like guessing and figuring out
Hey, Broad,
things
know
as
your
opposed
skills.
to how do you feel about how Calvin threw that disc on that one hole? Me too.
He threw it good.
Dude,
Bro, know your skills,
throw
bro.
frisbee
You
good,
love
yeah,
that.
bro.
Scott, our lover
That's
in the
true.
night.
This is where the gold is.
This is what everybody doesn't see, man.
Scott, do you want
see
to come
the
to my wedding?
post-produced anytime. Yes.
Scott, you want to go to my wedding?
Scott, do you want to stay with all of them? You've never met a single of them in person, and drive 8 hours to come to my wedding.
We live
Dude,
podcast
I'm very
at Matt's
confident
wedding.
I'm gonna meet Scott first.
What is going on?
It's pretty easy. Why is Matt freaking out?
My graphic,
That's in the
my driver's
metaverse,
installed
dude.
randomly, and
Oh
it geeked.
no, I'm very certain that I'm gonna meet Scott not very soon.
The frick happened to this?
It's gonna be easy for me to go to Indianapolis.
I'm gonna meet
Yeah,
Corey
dude.
before anybody else. So
Dude, too late.
Shit
I've
on.
already met Corey, bro. I've been meeting Corey.
Who's
Damn
Corey?
Yeah, I spent a whole week with Corey, and we never even got Skyline Chili. Let's go, Scott. Let's go.
Huge news. The Wingstop here just opened this week. I'm so excited.
Holy.
Dude, that's dangerous.
All right,
No,
bro.
Rod, you're definitely right.
No,
It's a weird loophole law.
I'm a respectful little 22-year-old young man with a nice and secure.
Brad, you got to
we need
realize
to-
Christians are allowed to get married at 14.
That's facts.
Brad, here's the question: what's stopping you, brother?
We need to get
Damn.
back to the Matt age jokes, man.
Yeah, we need to go back.
Jokes have been gone for a while. What? Yeah, I asked Corey this question because I was so curious. Because for me, obviously, as my way of life, there's a different metric for why I win or would versus wouldn't get married than it exists for Corey. So I was curious. Corey gave me a crazy answer though. Corey actually gave me a beautiful answer about how much he loves his girlfriend.
Money.
Bro, don't you get tax breaks for being married?
You do, but it's not a lot.
It's
You
a
don't
scam,
notice.
bro. It's a scam.
Bro, you have to. Yeah, brother, my brother in Christ.
That was my favorite saying for like the longest time.
Yeah, I know. But I straight up asked Corey that question, and Corey gave me a real and meaningful answer. And then turned
That
into
does
a
not
zesty
sound
joke
like
because-
Corey at all.
I know he had to hit me with a zesty joke at the end, and I won't even spill it because it was actually sweet. And my girlfriend, my fiance, was like, "Aw,
Never let them know your next move.
never let him know your next move."
True.
Bro, what? I'm actually smoking crack. Can't afford what, brother?
Okay, let me tell you something, right? Corey did the smart thing, which was have a wedding in your own backyard. Okay.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
I spent probably $25,000 all collective for my wedding.
Good night, brother.
Not worth it.
How much
Not
did
worth
we?
it.
How much did we spend on the wedding? Like 5
Yeah, that would be
altogether.
The food alone was
Seven altogether.
the food alone was $9,000 at my
Corey,
wedding.
how many people do you have come?
Yeah,
A
I
little
know.
over 100, I think.
A wedding, I know. Trust me. I didn't think it was gonna be
Right.
$25,000. It just
Little
started
over 100
racking
people.
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say my sister just got married, who's even younger than me.
16.
She's 9.
She's 9,
Jesus.
but she just got married for like 200 people for like $6,000, and that included the honeymoon, and it was catered. So you can make it happen for cheap. But if you try and bring like Tyler, how many goons were yours?
We had about 225.
Yeah, I think she invited 200, but she got to like 175 by the time it was done.
It's just that like her family, I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna get in trouble anyways. Her family likes to go all out, so that was the problem.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So I
Enjoys
should
the finer
reiterate and
things
say-
in life.
I should reiterate this. I didn't pay 25 grand, but 25 grand was spent on the wedding.
Yeah.
Scott, that's a goat move. That's like my girlfriend was straight up. My fiance was like, if you spend more than $300 on a ring, that's dumb because you could just use that money on a down payment on a house. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I
Brian,
mean,
if you
I'm
actually
never gonna be mad
pan
about that.
straight left of Corey, he has the race car bed still up there, I think.
Yeah. and his
No,
He got-
that's a snowboard.
he got it extended so it even fits his height too, which is real nice.
No, the funny thing is, you guys saw my bedroom the other day, and you were like, "Aw, that's so
Wait, that's
nice."
The
your
room is so
bedroom?
cute, man. So cute.
Was that a
What?
twin size bed on there, bro?
What are you
What?
talking about?
Am I crazy or is that bed super small?
The one that I threw the surf on?
Uh-huh.
No, it's a queen.
Oh, I'm smoking crack, man. I don't know anything. I'm 22 years old.
I think you're talking about my other, like the other room. We've got like a little day bed. No, the downstairs is 100% Haley's creation. So looks nice.
I respect that.
And then there's this.
That looks great. Frisbees
Yeah,
on the
sure,
wall,
man.
man. Frisbees.
That was his mom's room. Hey, man. Okay, interesting, bro. I'm just curious, but
Yeah, I spent too much money. It's gonna put me in trouble. I spent too much money on a ring, and then I spent too much money on a wedding.
Are you guys still married?
Yes, happily
There's no
married.
such thing as too much money on it.
yeah.
I know. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what my girlfriend immediately started geeking. I was like, dude, my mom and dad went to a courthouse when they were 16 and 17. They're still happily married.
So you had to beat him?
I was like, yeah, we had to beat him, and
So that's
I
why
failed,
Matt
man.
got married at 14.
But I was like, it literally does not matter any of those other things at the end of the day. So if you want to go all out, go all out, and if not, pull my mom and dad and have to ask my grandmother to get them a hotel room for their honeymoon, and run it like that.
Yeah, but a 9-year-old sister getting married before you?
I'm kidding.
It's a different way of life, man. It's a different
She's
way of life.
19, dude. And her boyfriend, or I guess husband now, was moving to be a state trooper like 5 hours away. So
Yeah, that doesn't say love.
well, no, that's part of it too. But he was like, hey, I love you. Do you really want to be a bajillion miles apart? And she was like, no. And he said, okay. Hey, we're very responsible. You have to take a whole class. You have to fill out a questionnaire and do 6 hours of counseling or 8 hours of counseling or something like that.
Do you like me? Yes or no?
Bro, it's a good thing. Dude,
Let me tell you something about counseling too. All right. So my wife and I, we've known each other since we're like 5 years old. We did counseling with a guy, with our friend of ours, and he was like, dude, you guys are gonna be so good. Like, you've known each other for so long. Dude, the first year and a half of marriage, I absolutely hated it. I hated it so much. We both say that. So yeah, we got screwed on all accounts.
Did you get married and then move in?
Yes. But we lived like next door to each other for a long time.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, I know.
Yeah, not in.
Yeah, we lived.
Scott.
We bought our house and lived in here for a few years before we got married, and it was like smooth.
Yeah. So, but what's the lore? Is the lore for you? Where's Corey?
He's out of here.
What do you? I fixed
he's
my
back.
computer fan, Taylor.
Still on your
Computer
to-do
fan
list, man.
Uh,
It's been up there for so long.
yeah, it has been up there for so long. I fixed it 2 weeks ago.
Let's
The-
go.
Am I gone or
No,
what?
you're
back,
back,
you're
you're
back.
back. The lore is that
It's a backpack from Squatch.
yeah.
I want one of those, man. I keep looking
Yeah,
at
me too. But the statement is that like you do the first part, and then it makes a smoother transition to marriage. But what's changing about just that you don't have to move in and do a big old wedding at the same time? You understand my question? Am I presenting my question?
No, what I'm saying is we like
Yeah,
a lot of
I'll
times.
speak
A lot
to
of
that too.
times, a lot of times, you guys like people live in two different places, so you have your space, and then you get married and move in together, and you realize, oh, I don't have a space anymore.
Right.
Like the space is both of ours,
Mhm.
so you don't have that like
Yeah.
that little like okay, I could at least go back to my bed and just like think for a second.
Okay.
We moved in, all of that was already dissolved. All that, like, I guess I wouldn't even say the word tension, but like the tension of moving in together and having a roommate that you didn't have for like the longest time. So marriage was just like, okay, this is literally the next step. Let's do this.
It's like you get
You know what I
past
mean?
you get past the pettiness, and for us,
Sometimes.
for us, it was just like expectation. Like, I expected her to be a certain way when we got married. She's expecting me to be a certain way when we got married. We didn't ever talk about expectations, and that's what like kills marriages. So we our friend. What about living in a van? Dude, living in a van, that is the real.
You already moved in. You're good.
Yeah.
I was saying,
That
my
is- that
girlfriend
is
went
the
from
real-
long distance to a 700 square foot apartment. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
let's go.
And plus, think about it. People who live together live together. I don't know. I'm trying to
live
think.
together.
Mhm.
I see it. I see it.
Live.
I guess my question is, Corey, like,
I mean, that's also facts.
yeah,
On
facts,
God.
Rufro.
Facts on that.
My question is, Corey, like, doesn't that still exist when you just move in?
What?
The same, like, hey, I got to find my own space. Like, doesn't it still exist if you just move in, or if you get married and then move in? Like, you still have the same discussion. Is it just the stress of the wedding not being on top of that helps that be a smoother transition?
No. No matter what, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But what sounds shittier? I just got a divorce because we can't live together in harmony, or we broke up because we tried moving in and it just didn't work out.
Matt's,
You don't.
Matt's about to go down a bumpy road.
You don't frown. Well, you don't
No,
look
man.
down upon. You don't look down upon people that are dating that happen to just fizzle out because they moved in. But you will look down upon someone who got a divorce.
All right.
that
So you're
is-
saying
That is
expectation.
a larger commitment after a larger commitment. as
Right,
opposed
right.
to- You know what I mean?
What disc specifically would you guys say is closest to you in terms of affection to your significant?
Such
And
a good
how
question.
close is
Oh,
that
hands
line?
down, hands down. Probably like
The tilt.
remember the lightning that Corey threw?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like unpredictability, but when you hit the right spot, it's like the greatest thing you've ever seen.
That's,
Okay, look at it.
is
Hold
that
on.
what you were explaining, Taylor?
That was not at all what I was going
Yeah,
for, but
I
I,
didn't
love
think
it.
so. I didn't think so. That's hilarious.
I wasn't talking about like sexually. Goodness gracious, I was
No.
just saying in general.
We no one ever thought that either, dude. We met in life.
I'm trying to show you
no,
guys
I was
this, but I
saying, what
can't
disc,
show you. But-
what disc can
Hold
you
on.
brag do you love as much as your significant other does?
Oh, love. I just thought you meant like how it can be. Hold on, I want to tell you something. The new
I'd say
section.
anything in my bag because I'm always just ramming them against logs.
God, I
Hold
was
on,
gonna
I wanna-
say that M2 because I just absolutely hate that thing, man. It's the worst disc in my bag.
I can't show you this on screen, but like the new Sexton Firebirds on the inside in the middle, they have two NSs and a little fire stamp, Firebird logo. That's pretty sick.
Oh, really?
I just
instead
noticed
of
that.
instead of just the text.
Yeah, it's pretty sick actually. I'll try to take a picture of it and send it to you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
I'd say that Blue Marvel.
Wow.
Yeah.
How romantic
I
is
respect
Corey.
that.
Corey's
I
the
respect that.
romantic guy, whether or not you believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely romanced me once or twice.
I'll say Sexton Firebird though. My classic Sexton Firebird for me.
I'd say broad shorts.
Dude.
Shorts.
Dude, non-existent, right?
So I don't know how old Broderick is, but like if I was in school back in the day and I was wearing shorts that short, and like if I wore a short sleeve shirt that was above my elbow, I get roasted in middle school.
Because you weren't jacked.
That's probably true as well. But I remember they used to say, if your t-shirt didn't go past your elbow, it meant your shirt was young, and they made fun of you for it.
Is it really? Sorry, I'm talking.
I did not. I went to a different school than you did, because that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Same.
Yeah. Well, I went to
Did you not have the fad where you would like cut your shirt from here all the way down to like almost?
that was in college.
Oh, that was.
Broad
that
is
was, like,
26. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Graduated like 8 years ago.
You also recently.
You also recently bullied. What kids did I bully?
Dude, you were just talking about those kids you diced up in basketball a couple months ago. right?
Yeah, and
That
Matt.
wasn't bullying, dude. Those
And
guys were
me,
6'5".
That counts.
And Matt.
Bro, okay, so it doesn't count as bullying if
Matt,
they're certain.
right here, Matt, right here, right now. Who bullies you the most?
I would
Great
actually say
question.
I would probably say I bully Corey the most. I think.
That is true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree
But
with
it's more of like the amount of bulliness a squirrel could do on like a bear walking through the woods.
All right. Well, that's a little hateful. That's a little hateful. Corey bullies me
You know
the
what I
most.
mean?
Actually, Corey bullies me the most.
that. I'd take back my answer completely.
Like what was that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel like it's funny when it's that level where you know it's never going to have anything. Yeah, Scott, Tyler did claim that we should bring back bullying kids. And to be clear,
Listen, I'm still
agree
for
with
that.
him. I agree with him.
I literally just sent Corey on Instagram about bullying, bring bullying back.
He does send me a lot of stuff about bullying kids on Instagram.
He
It's
doesn't
really
send that
weird.
to us, dude. I don't
Not
know if
bullying kids. I'm not saying I'm bullying kids. I'm
He
saying
specifically he'll send me videos of him going out and just
Bro,
screaming at kids. It's
lately
weird.
he's been queuing COD lobbies, but not playing and just bullying the kids in the server. So like,
you can't even do that anymore.
dude, I'll watch me when Black Ops 6 comes out, bro. I'm
Listen.
gonna be a fiend.
you couldn't do anything without getting bullied back in the day where I lived. And you know what doesn't kill you makes you want to kill yourself. No. What
Know your
doesn't kill you
skills.
makes you stronger, man.
Know your skills.
For real. Know your skills.
No, your skills.
I've got
We
thick
need-
skin
we're
because of it.
getting shirts.
So
All right, guys.
I
I'm
gotta
not gonna lie.
think something.
Yeah, for real. I have to get off because I have to play the new Apex Legends season. It is imperative.
That makes me want to bully kids.
yeah.
Hey
me too.
man. Back in your day, you had to get off because you had to go skateboarding or something, man. I don't even know.
Do you not hear the like?
Well, I
Yeah,
can't.
like
It's
Apex
dark
Legends is
outside.
way cooler.
It's dark outside.
sicker.
I can't do anything there.
Yeah, you go under a street light.
Chat. Corey, when you come visit my town, you'll understand we got one street light. It's next to the police station. And
Yeah.
you don't want to get, and I got a taser pulled on me there by some random guy.
Let's go, dude.
Cool.
So I don't be rocking there skateboarding anymore.
You
All
freaking
right.
take a mall grab to the face.
Yeah, dude. Okay, next week pre-show, let's run through takes and then we'll just hit on them in the middle of the episode
Yeah.
or whenever on the episode. I think that's way more bussin'.
But we won't have picks
and
next week.
eliminates
Oh.
Okay,
Nope,
well,
no picks,
whenever,
baby.
whenever there is a tournament, then maybe we run that. 'cause I'm a
Worlds?
big enthusiast.
World
Worlds?
We do-
Championships.
Okay, so before you get off, should Tyler kind of explain what the 2 weeks from now thing is?
Yeah.
Oh,
explain
yeah.
that. I need to write that down.
So I had an epiphany. I was like, yo, I'm going through and I'm changing. Or I said that to you guys. I said I'm creating a new schedule for the entire next year. And then Corey texted me and was like, yo, I'm so intrigued what you're doing. And I was like, well, here's what I'm kind of doing. And then finally we were like, we should just spend a whole episode of just talking about all the changes we should make for 2025, specifically the schedule. So next week we talk about Idlewild. And then the following week, it's going into Worlds. And we can talk about Worlds, but I think it should be us talking about if we had to make our own schedule of 2025, what would it look like?
And it could
Just
be like
anything.
forewarning. It could be anything. Like it doesn't
My
even
only
have to
question
be
is,
courses.
would you rather not recap Idlewild or would you rather not preview Worlds?
Great question.
Well,
That's my
okay.
question.
Recapping Idlewild, I feel like depending on what happens, could be a longer conversation
Yeah,
than previewing Worlds because we know what Worlds is.
yeah.
So it's like,
I agree. I was just postulating.
you know what I mean?
Bro, devil's advocate here.
Just got to postulate.
That's cool. All right, sounds good to me. We'll have it queued up. I'll harass Brad and try and throw out some clips in the next couple days.
Bye, Brad.
Hey, wish me luck tomorrow. I'm going to be
Love you
going
guys.
for the women's 5,000 meter rowing record, indoor rowing record tomorrow.
Let's go,
What the
dude.
frick? You mentioned this now.
It's gonna be my cardio tomorrow.
That's why he's
So
got the
I need-
goggles.
I need to get like 27
with just a Luna.
with just a
only
yeah.
on
And
the-
I need to get.
actually,
I think it's like 27 minutes.
when
with my goggles.
when we do some sort of giveaway, the giveaway entry should be make a joke about Corey. Best joke wins a disc.
Let's go.
All right,
I
I'm
love
down.
that.
I'm down. Brad thinks he's funny, but
Judged
it's
by
not really.
Broderick.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah,
Brad thinks
he
he's
could. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, Brad, you are official judge. Most funny jokes about Corey. Funniest joke about Corey wins. But all right, works for me. Goodbye. Good luck, Tyler. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, can we get the whole
bye-bye.
thing on video?
I might do it. I might do
All
a time
27
lapse.
minutes.
So are you just gonna wear those?
Nothing else.
Please.
I'm gonna be in the gym. There's no way.
Well, Scott, do you
Oh,
want to win
you're
a disc
such
or
a
not?
pussy.
So it's all right. So the 5,000 meter world record for women's is 14 minutes flat, almost back in 2023.
Holy frick,
So,
dude. I think
I gotta get it in under 14 minutes. I'm gonna give it a shot tomorrow.
Okay,
gonna be
so
my cardio.
one, you better wear those tomorrow. I don't care. It's the gym. It doesn't matter.
People.
People look.
It'll
I
make you
guarantee you,
faster.
people look way stupider than you could ever look in the gym.
All right, I gotta
Can
go.
you
guys.
imagine I step up to
Matt's
that?
been trying to play
Matt,
Apex
get
Legends
off.
for a full hour.
I gotta play Apex Legends.
And
So-
then also, okay, we need to get you a headband mount for a GoPro that's like in front of your goggles, and then you just going to town, and then
Yeah.
like the shot of like your face just moving back and forth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's. I swear they're broke together. I don't know when it says 21:30. Okay, so yeah, my brother did this 5 years ago, and the record 5 years ago was Okay, never mind. It's not that steep, but yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be 5,000 meters in 14 minutes.
Damn.
That's gonna be the goal. It's the women's world record for
a lot of
indoor
meters.
rowing.
Yeah.
That's 4 miles. It might be 4 miles.
It's 17 knots.
That's how fast I got to be going.
I have no clue.
Oh,
Knots don't make any sense.
You just
I mean,
loop de loop.
And pull.
Yeah.
it's a little over 3 miles.
And your shoes are looking cool.
I'm gonna go for it tomorrow. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
My brother came in town to visit, and he said, "Yo, I broke the women's 5,000 meter record before." And I was like, "All right, what's that record?" And so I was like, "All right, done. I'm gonna beat it." Well, my brother came into town this weekend, and we did a swim race, and he beat me by like a full body length, which he's never done before. So now I'm like in distraught.
I feel that.
So it's what happens. It's that brotherly stuff.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Got to roll
Yep.
up out of here.
All right. Talk to you guys later.